Spring. Good evening, everyone. It's Thursday night. It's time for Down Home with David. I'm David Venable. It is a great pleasure to have you with us because every Thursday night we like to bring you everything you need to make your home space your best space. And what we're really hoping to do here is bring you the kinds of things that are going to transform your home in an easy way. Maybe we're going to bring you some things that'll make cleaning a little easier, hear your television a little more clearly, decorate for springtime and Easter because Valerie Parr Hill is in the house. It's going to be a big night, and we've got 3 hours ahead of us, and we're thrilled you're shopping. Come on in and join us because we're a happy bunch in Down Home, and we've got a lot to share with you tonight and some really exciting things in store. Let's begin with that lantern I told you about, and Valerie Parr Hill brought us this same concept at Christmas time, and now she has changed it for spring. The 12-inch illuminated glitter lantern with spring scene. Now, if you come in even closer, you guys, if it's possible, get in there real close. Like real personal. I'm gonna move this way. There we go. We're gonna hop in there with our robotic camera and show you, look at the gorgeous spring flowers, the flurry of glitter, and the welcome of springtime. This is coming your way, and each of these are 12.5 inches tall. You'll choose the bunny, the bike, the butterfly, or the church. And we've got really beautiful choices for you. They're all done in white. You add some batteries, and they just transform little places in your home into a celebration of springtime. Now, they're less than $40. They're 3 easy payments on the credit card, and they're just what we all need to welcome spring. Stick around. Valerie Parr Hill will join me in just a little while with this item. Now, coming up in our show also, we've got the Mini Max. Now, you're not going to believe it, but that little disc she's wearing turns into a stool. That's right, it's a portable stool, so no matter where you go, you've got a place to sit down. Now, this will hold 275 pounds. Almost every single time we have this on Down Home with David, it is a bestseller if it doesn't sell out. We're so excited that we've got it for you tonight, and I don't want you to wait to start dialing in because trust me when I tell you, this literally flies out the door. Make it tall, make it short, make it somewhere in between. Just get yours because as spring gets closer, you're going to want that portable seat anywhere you go, no matter what you're doing, whether it's recreation or chores. We're going to keep you updated on all of that. Also coming up, with spring now just a month away, let's celebrate the hibiscus, but not just any hibiscus, the honeymoon hardy hibiscus. These are dwarf hibiscus, so you're getting 3 plants in one. You're going to be able to plant these in a hibiscus really for the first time in a container pot. And we don't ordinarily get an opportunity to do that. And you can also put these in the ground. They're beautiful colors. They're a today-only price. We had this on earlier today. 6,400 of them were ordered earlier today. And you will have flowers within 80 days of planting them. So what's that, less than 3 months? Less than 3 months from the time you plant them, you will see flowers, which means you'll see flowers this summer. Well, spring is but yet a month away. The official start of spring. Allie Carr is with us tonight. Hello, Angel.
Hey, I'm counting down to spring. Hey, I'm excited to be here tonight joining David. I always chat on David's Facebook page, so join us on Facebook. Go to David Venable QVC. If you have any questions, throw it in the chat. If you have something that you love, put it in the chat. Or even if you want to get upcomings and inside scoops, maybe some surprises along the way, I got you covered.
Or if you have questions about anything that you're seeing in the show that Allie can ask us and we'll answer in real time for you.
Including what I'm eating tonight.
Exactly.
I don't come unless there's snacks.
So you're going to get busy with snacks. I'm going to get busy with the first item. And let's talk a little Down Home delicious.
It's delicious. This is also what I like to call a snackcident, because here's what's about to happen. Germac is a staple in the Carr household. Well, these are all award-winning nut mixes. You get them on free shipping and handling for $41.33. This is like the caramel fireside blend. There's also a peanut butter cup. And then my favorite is the truffle, because there's cherries and oh my gosh, these pecans. I promise I'm going to pick all the pecans out of that bowl by the end of the show. Okay, that's our snack. A really great opportunity. But David has a surprise guest. First up in the show. Check this out.
We've got a 4-legged guest tonight, Miss Allie, along with our 2-legged guest, who's here as well, Kylie Watts.
The 4-legged one.
Kylie Watts is here, and Kiba is here to talk to us about hands-on. This is a pet shedding, bathing, and grooming glove. And you don't get one of them, you get 2 of them. You get a pair of these. Kylie, it's good to have you back. Kylie is a pet lover. She's got about 47 animals at her house. Not quite 47, but close.
4.
She's a rescue mom, and she does an awful lot of work with rescue animals. And this is something that was invented by someone that worked a lot with show horses and animals of all kinds. This is designed to not only show love to an animal, but rid them of that unwanted hair?
Yes, and you're doing it in a way that's using the best tool that you have, which is your hands. So it's a set of gloves. They have these unique nodules on them that massage out that ready to shed fur, get those oils around the coat so they're nice and healthy and shiny. And you're not using those torture devices, the ones we all have with the metal blades that the pets run from. You see Kiba right here, she's enjoying this. She doesn't know she's getting groomed on. She just thinks she's getting a massage. And look at all of the fur. It's pulling out of little Miss Kiba, not hurting her, but doing an effective job of getting her nice and clean and groomed.
And you know what? Pets are just like people in that they respond to touch. So when you're able to pet the animal, massage the animal, but at the same time, remove all that unwanted shedding hair,
right,
this becomes a win-win for everybody. Now, we had these on the last time, and we sold out of the large size. We have small, medium, and large. I should also tell you, we have an extra large version of these online at QVC.com.
We do.
Not this same item number. We'll fly that in for you. But the important thing to realize, in this offer, we've got small, medium, and large, and that's M54742. And if you're wondering what size to order for yourself, we have a chart, and I'd love for you to explain it for us.
We do. So small, medium, and large, you're going to actually measure the inside of your hand. So your typical glove size. It's not dependent upon the size of your dog. So small is from 6 to 7 inches in circumference. Medium is 7 to 8.5. Large is 8.5 to 10.5. And David's making out with Kiba right now.
Hi. Hi.
I'll just keep grooming her. I'll just keep grooming her while you're...
I do a little grooming too.
Yeah.
Hi, baby. I know dog kisses.
Well, and so what I love about this, so this is David's first time meeting Kiba, okay? And Kiba is not running for cover.
Although it looks like we've known each other a long time. We've already started kissing. Yeah.
Kiba's not running for cover, but look at all of this fur that you were just able to work out from her backside.
I know, baby. You want all that off you, don't you?
She does. It's so much better. And this is for cats
Look
and
at this.
dogs. I know.
Look how much is in my hand and how much is now. Now, ordinarily, that would end up on the carpet, that would end up on the furniture, that would end up on you, on your jeans, on everything else, right? So what we're going to do is help you by massaging your animal and at the same time ridding them of all that unwanted hair.
That's
now,
right.
this is really designed for any animal with fur, is that right?
Yes, and you're seeing all the fan blowing all the fur back
All the
on
fur
me
back
too.
on. So
Yes.
we're talking about horses.
We're talking about
dogs,
horses. This is what
cats,
would normally
rabbits.
be off of my clothes here. Yes.
Yeah.
Horses,
I can
dogs,
help you with that a
cats,
little
rabbits. Thank you. Can you groom me while you're at it?
I'll have to get some of that off you.
In fact, Jay Michelson, the creator of these, he grew up grooming horses and dogs, and he was using all of those metal devices. That's Jay right there, actually, and he thought there's got to be a better way. When he couldn't find it, he set out to create it. It took him over 4 years to perfect these gloves, and they are award-winning. They've won awards at some of the biggest pet expos in the world for best grooming device because you're just simply using your hands. So you don't have to worry about dexterity. You don't have to worry about holding something. You rub, you love on your dog, your cat, your bunny, anything with fur, David. These will do a tremendous job grooming your dog.
My director, Mike, who has a big dog at home, says he needs these. But look how much hair is coming off of her. And I'm not using one of those awful metal brushes. Now, let's talk about what it does replace, because you've got what we like to call the torture tools.
We do. Now, these are just some of them right here. We're all familiar with these, but what these do is they actually cut the fur. They tug the fur. They rip out the fur. These gloves actually massage out the ready-to-shed fur. And you can see.
My new friend.
Yeah, Kiba's having the time of her life. She doesn't know that you're grooming her, David. She just
You don't
thinks
know
you're
that I'm
giving a
grooming you right
massage.
now. You just think that I'm loving on you, which I am. You're a sweetheart.
Isn't she so sweet?
Oh, my gosh.
But look at your hands, David, as you're doing
But
that.
look at this. Look how much hair is coming off of her. And now I just take this and I can pull it off the gloves or just
little
wipe
flick
it off.
of the wrist. Little flick of the wrist.
Is that what happens?
Yeah, and you see it all
Oh, look at that. Okay.
flying away.
Woo! Look at that. And we just keep... Wow, check this out.
It's amazing. And
How many of these are gone now? Over 500 are gone.
Wow. Well, and it's the little nodules. Every single finger,
She loves it.
every
Look.
point of the palm. If you put this on yourself, you would feel that great stimulation, almost like you're getting a massage. Would you ever take things like this to your own skin?
How's the pressure, ma'am?
You,
How's the pressure, ma'am?
You wouldn't, but that's why we don't want to take these types of things to our pets. You want to give them the best of the best, and grooming them is one of the best things we could do for their overall health and well-being. You know, you want them to be comfortable and cozy. Having all of that fur on them is not comfortable. They want to get it off.
Look
I know.
this.
You're creating another dog. I have
And
another
you know
dog
what's
on my
also
pants,
amazing?
too.
She loves it. She's like, you're petting and loving on me, and at the same time, we're taking all that unwanted hair away. I need to let you know we have small, medium, and large available for you. These are on Easy Pay, 3 Easy Pays. If you're wondering what size to order, take a look at our chart. You measure around the widest part of the hand, is that right?
So the circumference right around the palm of your hand, small 6 to 7 inches, medium 7 to 8.5, large is 8.5 to 10.5. Follow your typical glove size. I'm wearing a small. I know you have the XL on.
Now, we do have an extra large, and that's available only on QVC.com. It's not part of this particular item number. So I believe we're going to put that number on the screen, guys. Is that right? Here we go. So if you'd like the extra large pair, I understand they're very limited, but we do have them available on QVC.com. Same exact glove.
That's right.
It's just they're the extra large, and I needed the extra large because I have the hands the size of a gorilla.
Yes, these are
All
David
right.
size, those XLs. But
Look at
this
the
is for
baby.
every animal that has fur. Now, for cats, it's amazing. Cats don't like to get groomed, okay? They're self-groomers, but they need our help from time to time. These actually almost mimic the tongue of the cat. So when you're doing it, they, again, just like the dogs, think they're getting a massage. You're massaging out that ready-to-shed fur, getting those oils to go all the way around, and just a flick of the wrist helps get that fur off. Remember, award-winning this product, David. You want the best for your pets. They're our family members. Hands-on gloves is
Kiba's
really it.
loving this. Are you kidding?
Yeah.
And look how much hair is coming off of her. And it's such a pleasant and pleasurable experience for her. And just a little flick of the wrist. Ooh, it's a lot of hair. It's like a whole nother dog.
It's a whole nother dog. And you can see we can get around her face, her ears, those hard to groom areas. She doesn't mind me rubbing right close to her eyes because, again, we're just using our hands.
1,200 of these are now gone.
Wow.
Everybody is loving this idea. And I'll tell you, you can use it on a horse, you can use it on a rabbit, on a cat, basically any animal with fur, right?
That's right. And that's Jay Michelson, the creator right there. That's one of his horses. That's why he designed these gloves for those hard to groom animals. We don't want to use metal blades. We don't want to use all of those things that pull and tug. This just massages out that fur. You get a set of them so both hands have them, and you'll see how much your pets really, really love this. They're comfortable for you and comfortable for the pet, but super duper duper effective.
Baby.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm very distracted by this beautiful animal. Let's talk about $23.75.
Yeah.
You have small, medium, and large.
Girl.
If these get a little messy, just run them under some water. Is that right?
Totally. And you can use them for grooming, so you can use them wet as well.
Now, the large, sold out the last time on the air, is popular again today. 2,400 is all I have left to go around. We're very, very busy. We've taken orders for how many? 1,600 pair are now gone. Free shipping will go away end of day. And this is small, medium, and large. If the widest part of your hand is 6 to 7 inches, order small. 7 to 8.5, order medium. 8.5 to 10.5, order the large. And I'm afraid that Kiba is already spoken for because her owner is right over here in the wings. So we're going to invite all of you to stay on the line because we're very busy. And now nearly 2,000 are gone. Miss Kylie Watts, I'm going to see you later.
You are
with
indeed.
the telescoping stool and also a very cool magnified desk lamp.
Yes.
Yeah, we'll tell you all about that coming up. Now, where are we going next, kids? Oh, we are 10 minutes away, in fact, less than 10 minutes away from our telescoping stool. And this is pretty amazing. We're going this way because I'm going to tell you, we are so busy, a lot going on, and we've got the stool coming up. Now, how many are already gone? 200 of our stools are already gone. Now, Miss Allie is over here. She's decided to have a little sit down.
I just grabbed a seat wherever I could.
This little disc turns into the stool she's sitting on and holds way more than she weighs, 275 pounds. We're going to tell you all about it
Yes, sir.
coming up in Down Home in less than 10 minutes. We'll tell you more about that. But right now, what do you say we celebrate springtime? And if there's anyone that knows how to turn your house into a springtime home, it's our buddy Valerie Parr Hill. Now, Valerie, I'm going to apologize in advance. I'm a little hairy.
I wish I'd had that pet grooming
Mwah.
tool when we were grooming horses growing up in Kentucky.
I bet. Hey, 200 of these are already gone.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm so excited about these. You'll remember back at Christmas time that our own interior designer, Valerie Parr Hill, who has been with QVC now 7
7, I think.
7 years. brought us at Christmas time your Christmas lanterns. They were a wild home run bestseller, blew the roof off the place.
Yes.
We had them on Down Home, I remember.
We did.
And then you took that same technology and you created springtime scenes.
Absolutely.
Now I'm going to tell my director, Mike, that our best opportunity here is to get as tight as possible, just so we can see each of these scenes. Tell us what we're looking at.
Well, there are 4 choices. Right here, you're looking at the bunny. Look at this precious bunny couple. Papa's got a basket over his shoulder. It's filled with blooms because they're just walking home from the garden. I love his walking stick. Look at Mama with her little kerchief tied around her neck. In her pocket, David, is a little chick in the pocket of her apron.
So
and the
sweet.
basket that she's holding also has not only some carrots from the garden, but some little chicks too. So these are springtime bunnies. These are garden bunnies. They could even be Easter bunnies. It's however you want to interpret them. Next, look at this beautiful church. And it was our church at holiday time, our church scene that was the most popular. I love the cross at the top of the steeple. Look at that beautiful pink dogwood tree behind the slate gray roof, the beautiful windows. I love the double doors on a church because you want to
come to the church in the Wildwood.
Yes.
Come to the church in the Dell.
Azaleas on either side in full bloom. This is just a beautiful, beautiful springtime scene. And look at it all. I love that it's 360 all the way around. And the way we painted the windows, the church looks illuminated even though it isn't.
Just gorgeous. And then we get into Butterfly. This is already very, very popular. Tell us about, and it's also our most limited, the Butterfly. And what are those flowers?
Well, those are butterflies on our butterfly bush.
Perfect.
So many of you have butterfly bushes in your gardens because you love attracting butterflies. And I love how the beautiful greenery and those gorgeous full plumes of those butterfly plumes just fill so beautifully. The lavender and then the yellow of the butterflies is a perfect combination.
I'm going to let you know that in this Butterfly choice, it is the most limited, also the most popular, and I have fewer than 2,000 left to go around. If these sell out, I don't think, unless there's a reorder in the pipeline, we'll see them before Easter.
There is not a reorder in the pipeline.
And I'm in love with this 4th choice.
Isn't this bicycle? We wanted to bring you not only something for springtime, but something that could live longer than springtime. And how about a blue bike with roses in the basket, leaning up against a white picket fence? As I spin it around, that is the bike of my dreams.
Is it?
I don't have my blue bike yet, but I'm working on it, David.
Okay.
And then on the back side, there's a little watering can because we've been gardening. I think those are pink hollyhocks. Look how these are just so lovely.
Now,
the
what you'll
details
need
are exquisite.
will be 3 C-size batteries
That's
per
right.
lantern. And these have a timer function. So these will come on for 6 hours,
Yes.
turn themselves off for 18 hours, and then turn themselves back on again.
Exactly.
The best part about this is that you get something that is both including movement but illumination.
Yes.
So the light comes on, the water flows, the glitter scurries about, because this looks like a beautiful, beautiful springtime scene. And if it could snow glitter in springtime, I think that would be a lovely thing, right?
And sometimes it does when the weather is a little mixed up. But I love that the weather will never be mixed up inside these gorgeous lanterns. The scenes are precious. Those dear little bunnies. And there's even a little a chick on Mama's shoulder. So no, that's Papa holding up a little chick in his left hand.
Exactly.
So and again, I love that from the backside, it's as interesting as from the front.
There's a chick in his hand. See right there?
Isn't that just adorable?
Oh my word.
love his
And
blue
no
jacket.
matter where, and so the reason that this is so beautiful, put it on your dining room table. No matter where someone sees it, they're going to love it. Now, are these mirrored Lazy Susans available in your line?
They are 14 inches. This is a little smaller than that, but we do have 14-inch Lazy
So
Susans
if you would like
available.
a Lazy Susan and put it as a table centerpiece, it would be great. How many of these are gone now, Erica? 1,000 of these are gone. Shall we take a walk?
Oh, I'd love to. Yes.
Let's come back to the back of the room here because no one decorates like our Valerie. 27 years now on the air at QVC. Just amazing. So we're going to bring our cameras in, and Valerie, please narrate for us.
Oh, I'd love to. These are those beautiful yellow butterflies on our butterfly bush. There's some greenery around it that you can find on QVC.com, our little trailing vine. This is the lavender choice. I just love the way it tied in with the beautiful purple of those butterfly bush plumes. That is so lovely. And then on our lower shelf, down below, we have a beautiful church. that has that gorgeous, it's your choice whether that's a pink dogwood or a pink magnolia.
I love it.
Either way, you can't go wrong. We have it beside a beautiful cross that we'll be bringing you this coming Thursday when we'll be with you with more spring programming. But tonight we really wanted to bring two of our really best of our best for spring.
And we have another coming up, but I do want to give you an update on those butterflies up top.
Right here?
Most popular choice, and only 1,400 left to go around. And let me just assure you that if we sell out of any one of these tonight,
yes,
it won't be back before Easter.
That is correct.
We won't have this back.
Actually, it won't be back until next year.
Wouldn't be back until 2021.
Yes, next
spring. Oh, my
spring.
word. Okay, so that just adds a little urgency to our story.
Yes.
Let's come into our other two choices and remind you, all you need are 3 C-size batteries to make these come to light.
That's right. And look at this blue bicycle leaning against that picket fence. Even the picket fence has a trailing rose, a climbing rose intertwined amongst the pickets. And then a basket, one of those woven baskets that's perfect for bicycles filled with roses.
And Valerie, if you look at those dinner plates behind,
yes,
you can get an idea of the size of this. This is about 12.5 inches high with
yes,
the little ring. Not designed to be hung from that ring.
That's right.
This is a sit-about, but
yes,
this is a beautiful size, really, really lovely, and could really brighten up and add a lot of cheer to a small space or a big space.
A big space. And I love our little bunnies down here.
I'm a little in love with those bunnies.
We have them paired with our little Happy Easter sign and our gumdrop tree, our egg gumdrop tree. You can find those on QVC.com if you want to create this scene. But I love, David, the intricacy of the cutout of our beautiful acrylic lantern. It's 6-sided. It's such a special and unique design. You can only find this here at QVC because we designed this just for you.
Well, let's come back and look at our 4 choices in depth, and we can use our robotic cameras and really get in close, because I want you to see each of our 4 choices. 1,600 of these are now gone. Our counter's a little behind on the screen, so please know that if any of these sell out tonight, they won't be back until spring of 2021. It's not quite spring of 2020. So just to put that in perspective for you.
It's not
Let's begin here with this beautiful bicycle. We call this one bicycle?
We do. And
or bike, rather.
Bike. I love this. It just takes me into that wonderful springtime, summertime scene that you're going to. It's a sunny day, and it's a perfect day for a bike ride. Oh. And I love that all the way around. Maybe this goes on the center of your breakfast nook. Maybe children are in your home, or maybe grandchildren visit you often. What a lovely way this is to experience the season with them.
Really beautiful. Our next choice is the most popular, the most limited. I have fewer than 1,000 left in butterfly.
Isn't it beautiful? 3 gorgeous yellow butterflies, that beautiful butterfly bush, and those purple plumes that are just so, they love them. It attracts the butterflies, and I love bringing you something that you may have in your yard, and we've brought it in to dress your home, inspired by nature.
Our next choice is one that I feel like I'm going to be shopping for as a gift. I won't tell you for whom, Mom. This is church. We call this one church, I believe, yes.
That beautiful cross on the top of the church, that gorgeous tree in bloom with those gorgeous spring blooms. I love the windows in this church. It is a classic design. Azaleas in bloom on either side of the front door, and as we spin it around, you can see it's beautiful all the way around.
And don't forget your last choice. And our last choice is Bunny.
Our sweet little bunny couple, Papa with his basket filled with flowers and Mama's basket filled with carrots and chicks.
And
adorable.
2,200 of these are gone. We still have hundreds of folks on the phone lines. Don't dare hang up. If there's a choice you know you must have, tonight is when you need to get it, and most importantly, butterfly. Because if any of these sell out, as Valerie mentioned, they will not be back until spring of 2021.
That's right.
It'd be a whole year.
It will be a year.
That's why you want to get yours now. And if you want the butterfly, I have fewer than 800 left. We may see that one go. We're going to see you later, my darling.
I'm not going anywhere.
We have another bunny coming up. Just remember, some bunny loves you. Ha-ha!
That would be me.
Hey, we've got a savvy solution for you now, and one that is a popular favorite on Down Home with David. It's also a hot pick today. 1,300 of these have been ordered. Already 300 in Down Home with David. We're looking at Minimax. Telescoping portable stool seat. Now, if you were to look at this all broken down, you might think it was like an old film case, right? With those old film, remember the 35 millimeter films we watched in school? You remember that, Kylie?
Oh, yeah, I do.
Yeah, I was hoping you did. I know you're younger than me, but come on, work with me. And they would go in these big film canisters. So that's really what it kind of looks like when it's broken down. But when it's telescoped out, this becomes a portable seat. It comes to us from a company called Microdell. This is 4 easy payments on your credit card of just $8.17. Now, no matter where you go, what you're doing, you have a seat that holds 275 pounds. Now, as I mentioned, we've had this on probably a half a dozen times on Down Home with David, and it has sold out every time or come real close. This is Kylie Watts, and Kylie brings problem solution products to QVC, and you've done that for how many years now?
It was my 8-year anniversary in January.
It is wonderful to have you back,
Wonderful
Angel.
to be here.
Nice to
Thanks,
see you.
David.
So we're thrilled about this item. It's called Minimax. Show us how this works.
Okay, so it's small and compact. It looks like a little film canister, as David pointed out. It weighs less than 3 pounds, easy to carry, has a handle with it. When you want to get to where you're going, you want to sit down. Maybe it's at work or for recreation. You're watching the kids play the sporting event. You simply twist and turn, and what you're able to do is create an 18-inch stool, so no matter where you go in life, you're able to take a seat.
So you telescope it out like this.
Yes.
You put it down. Sturdy.
Sturdy.
275 pounds.
Sure does.
I'm not going to tell you how much I weigh because it's none of your business. What I'm going to tell you is that this folds 275 pounds. Here we go. Wait, let me adjust a little bit. It's got a big rear end. Okay, just going to put it out there. But look at this. Now I'm sitting too. I'm enjoying, you're enjoying. Now if we're at the ball game or you're watching the kids play sports and there's no place to sit down, grandma's with you, you're out fishing, you're gardening, wherever you might be, now there's a portable stool. And when you're ready to take it with you, just hop up, pick it up, grab it by both ends, give it a little twist, and boom. That was the seat I was just seated on. Now it can go over my shoulder because this arm strap telescopes, or adjusts rather, and then I can take it with me, throw it in my tote bag, whatever I'm doing.
And it weighs 2.7 pounds. The other cool thing is, David, I'll sneak back here and show you, it's 18 inches at its tallest height. So if you look at it next to a standard dining room chair, it's just about the same size. So you're not crouching down. It's nice and comfortable. When you take a seat, you are in that great position. Your knees are supported, your backside supported. This was created by a set of brothers. One was a subway technician on the New York City subway. He would come home from work every single night. His back hurt, his knees hurt because he was up and down. When his brother said, we have to find you something to sit on, and they couldn't find something, they created it, and the Minimax was born.
You know what's also, now when it's at its full extension, it's how tall?
18 inches.
18 inches. But if I want to make it shorter, I can do that, right?
You sure can. You're seeing right there the adjustability of it. So maybe you're washing the car. You don't want to be bending down and hurting those knees. Maybe take it halfway. Maybe you're going fishing and you want it all the way up those full 18 inches. You have all of that versatility with this. So no matter where you go, gardening, recreational, you have somewhere to sit.
Maybe you're using this as a step stool to replace a light bulb in the kitchen or what have you,
Well,
right?
it's designed for sitting.
Oh, not for standing.
Not for standing.
All right, well, good to know that.
Yes.
All right.
So I'm glad you brought that up. So designed for standing. But I mean, this could be the amusement parks. Think of all the things that are coming up in the summer that we want to do with our family, and maybe you're not able to stand for long periods of time. Now you have somewhere to sit wherever you need.
And super, super strong, holds 275 pounds, 4 easy payments on your credit card. How many gone now, Erica? 1,600 for the day in this show alone, 700 now gone. Just take a seat, and now everybody is supported. I've got my own chair. Kylie has hers. Grandma's got a place to sit down. Grandpa, who maybe has a bad knee, needs to sit down a little while, but he wants to still come to his grandchild's sporting event. Now this is going to be great. When my niece graduated high school, my brother and my mom went to the graduation, and the outside bleachers of the football field were filled. There were 1 million people there. So people were kind of spilling out onto the lawns. They were kind of sitting in lawn chairs, or some people were sitting on the ground. Well, my mom is not a ground sitter. So this might have been very helpful in that situation, because then she could sit down, rest her back while she was watching her granddaughter graduate high school, right? So all of this comes together. 4 easy payments on your credit card, but now you got a seat anywhere you need it. And if you got your seat, you can travel. This will go with you anywhere you need to go. Now, we're very, very busy. Lots and lots of you making your choice now. With 4 easy payments, this becomes incredibly affordable. But the price and the easy pay will all go away End of day today, and I'm told by my producer that most folks are buying more than one.
Oh, I believe it.
And doesn't that make sense, right?
It does, because there's so many times we want to sit down and there's nowhere to sit. This is small and compact. It weighs less than 3 pounds. It folds to just a few inches. You have the versatility of throwing it over crossbody or carrying it with the handle, and multiple adjusting positions. So maybe it's just extra seating around the house when family's coming over. It doesn't take up a lot of space, but musicians, artists, people in the construction field, people that commute to work, that are maybe waiting for the train or for the bus, and there's nowhere to sit after that long, hard day. Now you have that spot to sit. Here's how small it is. You twist and you pull. You see it locks into place. Now you have an 18-inch stool, and you could totally adjust it. So you could take it down low, all the way back up high, but when you're not using it, this is all the room it takes up. Small and compact.
It's unbelievable. We've now taken orders for over 2,000 on the day. In the show alone, 1,100 now have been ordered during Down Home with David. This is a great price at Easy Pay, but guess what? The price at Easy Pay all expire tonight. End of day today. So that's why a lot of folks are buying more than one of these. They've seen this on the air before, seen it on Down Home when it is sold out so many times.
Yeah.
Please don't miss out on this opportunity, because I'm going to tell you, when we get into the warmer weather months of the year and you are headed to maybe vacation, you're going to the ball game, you're going to be going to the amusement park, anywhere where you're going to need to sit down for some period of time. Maybe it's a concert in the park. There is a place not far from where I live where they have summer concerts in the park. And people bring their own chairs and blankets and whatnot. But maybe that's not an option for you to sit on the ground or on a hard surface. Now you've got a chair anywhere you need it. Just simply open it up, lock it in place, and now 275 pounds will be supported. Now, you may also want to pick up this TableMate. We've got the TableMate set of 2 multi-purpose folding tables. What a nice compliment to go along with this.
Oh, definitely.
If you're going to be using this, say, in a finished or an unfinished basement, watching television where the kids are playing games, having their lunch, maybe, I don't know, doing a puzzle, their homework, something. So all this comes together, but it's a really, really great item at a super price, and we're super excited to have this for you. And again, one that will hold 275 pounds.
And you're seeing how easy it is for her to carry, too. You can throw it over your shoulder. You're watching the kids, the grandkids. You can even have this little stool for the kids, too, because it adjusts to multiple positions. 18 inches at its height, holds 275 pounds. It's a great little tool for around the house for doing those chores, but for fun. All the things that we don't want to miss out on life, but we need somewhere to sit. Remember, this was created by 2 brothers out of necessity. One worked on the subway, in the New York City subway system, and he was hurting, coming home, bending down and crouching down. There's a better way. You don't want to sit on the ground. You want to sit on a comfortable stool. The Minimax is that
Well,
for
and
you.
some folks can't really sit on the ground. And
Right.
if they sit on the ground for too long, getting up and off the ground, not real easy. Take a look here. You're going to be able to sit down, be supported, and now 275 pounds of weight is supported on this portable stool seat by Microdell. Really, really a smart idea. Also want to remind you that my shoes are Vionic. They are available on QVC.com. This is the Mott Brody. So if you'd like to pick these up, they're available in black and in brown. And I love these. The Vionic shoes are so comfortable. I wear them a lot when I'm on my feet for many hours. So this is what it's all about. But I'm not on my feet right now, am I?
You are not?
No, I'm not, because I'm enjoying my portable stool seat by Microdell. This thing is awesome.
I was going to say, no, are you comfortable?
Very comfortable.
Very comfortable,
And I
right?
got a big behind. Yeah, I do. See there, I said it on national TV twice. Yeah, I did. So this is what it's all about. Miss Erica, how many gone now? 3,000 on the day and 2,000 in this show. This price and Easy Pay all disappear end of day today, tonight. We're already 8:33 p.m. East Coast time. Won't be long until midnight, and at midnight, we say goodbye to this price and Easy Pay. Look at this. Kylie can now throw this over her shoulder literally and take her seat with her.
And you can adjust that too. You could wear it crossbodied. You could carry it with that little handle. It's super comfortable. Weighs 2.7 pounds, so small, compact, but it's all about being comfortable, taking all of that pressure off our knees, off our back. No more crouching down. You don't want to bend over. Wouldn't you rather sit on this, something that's comfortable, that's sturdy, holds 275 pounds, than having to work like this in the garden? Now you have somewhere to sit no matter what it is you're doing.
Your knees probably are not really appreciating all that extra strain, or your back.
Yeah.
All those kinds of things when you're going to be seated for long periods. Are you going to go out and weed your flower beds? Will you go out and do a little cleaning? Will you go out and do some gardening? Maybe you've got a vegetable garden. All of that is going to be something that you want to be able to have a little bit of help with in terms of sitting down and then getting back up again. Full telescoping position is 18 inches.
That's right.
And it can also go lower than that depending on the job that you're doing, because it locks at varying degrees all the way down.
It does. It's a really cool engineering feat, but it's all about you being comfortable, about you doing the things in life that you want to do, and being able to take something with you to sit on when you need to sit down. Don't miss out on those opportunities to see your kids and your grandkids in the sporting events and all the fun things we have over the summer. Minimax has you covered with a really comfortable portable stool.
We have an awful lot of you on the phone lines, and I'm going to encourage you to hang up. Get yours while the getting is good, because remember, this price and it's easy pay will all disappear tonight. Now 3,400 of these are gone for the day, and 2,400 just during Down Home. Stay on the line and get yours, because that price will expire at end of day today. Kylie, I'm going to see you back with one more item. Looking forward to it. We also have another hot pick coming up in our show. The Flippy is back. We've got all your favorite colors plus some brand new patterns that you've never seen before. That's exclusive to us, and this is going to allow you to read your magazine, your tablet, your computer, whatever the case may be, your phone, and keep it at an angle where it's comfortable for you. Maybe we use that portable stool while you're watching your favorite movie on your Flippy. This is E232720, but right now, it's time for one of David's Down Home deals. Now, I don't know if any of you deal with fruit flies in your home, if you deal with house flies in your home. I deal with both of those in my home. I use the Dynatrap Fly Light Indoor Insect Trap, and these work like a charm. When the lights are out, it looks like a night light. But what that light is doing is attracting all those flying, annoying things to the light. And then there's a sticky glue board inside. They're attracted to the light, they land on the glue board, game over. Because what they're going to do is they're stuck there and then they perish. You pull the glue board out, you throw it away. When it gets full, you put a new glue board in. And the whole while, it costs pennies per day to run. You plug it into a standard outlet, and these are clearance price tonight. We have it in white, we have it in black, but I'm going to tell you right now, folks are going to be ordering multiples of these. I ordered 2 the last time they were on, just so I'd have more to enjoy. I use these in my own home, and they work like a charm. Joining us is one of our DIY guys. This is Sean Pickford. How many years on QVC for you?
On QVC, 21 years.
21
Been
years.
here since 1988.
How about that? Almost
Right.
the beginning.
Right.
Good to have you back, buddy.
Great to see you.
This is an awesome item. I love this item. You heard me say I have it in my home. I use it. Tell us again how this works.
So all you simply do is plug it into a standard household outlet.
Okay.
When you plug it in, the nice blue light lights up. What that blue light does, it attracts flying insects. So your fruit flies, your flies, and your mosquitoes.
Yep.
They're drawn to it from over 600 feet away. They can't resist the light. They come around the back to check it out, and there's a nice sticky glue board back there. When they land on the glue board, they don't leave the glue board. They expire. So they're not landing on your food, you, your kids, your pets, any of the stuff around your house.
Once they land on the glue board, game over.
Right.
Now, we have this for you in the black and in the white. Now, black is more limited, and we're very, very busy with these because this is a clearance price. Now, what does that mean? That means that we're down to our final quantities in this particular item, this
Correct.
particular model, I should
Right.
say. And when it's gone for good. That doesn't mean that Dynatrap's going away. It just means
no.
this model is. We've had over 8,500 of these ordered at this clearance price. 2 of those were sold to me. I'm sure tonight I'm going to order a couple more. These work beautifully. Now, how many glue boards do we get with each light?
So you're going to get 3 glue boards with each light. Each glue board should last you, in the busy season when it's warm out, there's a lot of bugs, about 30 to 40 days. Right now, I've had mine in. I just replaced one. It's been 2.5 months.
Yeah, in the wintertime, maybe not so much.
Yeah.
Peel those off and show us how the glue board works.
So all you simply do is you peel the piece off the front here. All right, and as you're peeling it off the front, you can see it's nice and sticky. So much so, watch.
Yeah.
All right,
super sticky.
this isn't going anywhere.
No.
All right, so that shows you how sticky it is. What that allows you to do is to catch those bugs while you're sleeping. One of the glue boards we have in one of these 2 units is covered in bugs, but you cannot see
And one
it.
is not.
Right.
Which one's got the bugs? Can you tell?
No.
Nope. I can tell because I can see it from this side.
Right.
Hang on. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Yeah. So in other words,
Now,
you're
I'm going to
catching-
grant you, that's disgusting. You know what's more disgusting? When those flies land on your food, and I've told this story before, I saw a video online of what flies do when they land on your food. You know what they do? They poop. That's right. I
Yep.
said it. The flies poop on your food. It's not bad enough that they land on your food. Then they poop. on your food.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not happening in my house. So this is what it's all about. You pop these in. When it gets full, we pull that out.
Yep, we put a new
one in.
It's real easy. They slide right into the back. There's arrows that show you which way is up, which way is down. It's that easy.
And you don't have to wonder if it's working because all you have
You
to do
see
is
it.
pull out the glue
Right.
board.
Exactly. That's
You'll
the proof.
see that it's working, and I'm telling you, this works like a charm. Fruit flies had been such a problem in my home, particularly in the summer months, but anytime you bring fresh fruit home, you tend to get them. And I'll tell you, you pop these in, end of story, game over. These are amazing. We'll pop this back in just so it'll have a place to live, because that one is clean, this one is not.
Yeah.
But all of that is now no longer buzzing around your home, landing on your food, annoying your pets, annoying you.
Right, and the great thing is there's no noise, there's no chemicals, there's no electrocution of the bugs. This is an easier way to do it. It's collecting the bugs, catching the bugs while you're sleeping. You can see. You can put it in the kitchen. It covers up to 600 square feet. That's how far away it'll attract them. The insects can't resist this light. We made it a special color temperature. We proved it outdoors with our larger units. Now we've brought it indoors. And you can see when they fly around the back to check it out, game over, they're done. A lot of people also buy these because they like the color temperature of the light. It's pretty. It looks good. People use them in night lights, but they also catch the pest, whether it's in the garage, whether it's in the kitchen, whether it's in the bathroom. It could be right next to the pet food bowl. Doesn't matter.
Exactly. Put this right near your pet's food and water bowls. There's no worries. There's no concern. And these are $16 and change each.
Right.
We're going to ship these directly to your doorstep, and they're marvelous. When the lights are out, they look like night lights, and
Exactly.
they are.
Right.
And I'll tell you, in the summertime, I use these more often in the summer. And I probably will post, now that it's starting to get warmer, I'll put one in the kitchen now. And then when the summertime arrives, I'm in and out of the door more often. The
Well,
windows are open.
There's more bugs in the summertime because, let's face it, we don't have many mosquitoes right now because it's 30 degrees here. But as soon as
Yeah.
it gets 55 degrees, the mosquitoes are coming in, the flies are coming in. I get fruit flies right now. I love fresh fruit. The fresh fruit bowl goes right here. The Dynatrap is plugged in behind it. I never have an issue with fruit flies. I get them every time I buy the fruit, but they're not all over the house because the Dynatrap catches them.
They're really marvelous. This is a fantastic item, and I can't recommend it strongly enough. I use these in my own home, and I love it because it's such easy installation.
Yeah, this is it. You just plug it in. And you don't have to put it in the bottom outlet. You could put it in the top one and save yourself an outlet if you want. There's actual flies that were flying to the Dynatrap checking it out. It's great in the garage because let's face it, the smell of the garbage attracts the fruit flies, the mosquitoes. Great place to plug it in there. As long as it's over a covered roof and it can't get wet, this is going to work for you. Again, there's no sound.
Now,
there's no zapping here. There's no chemicals.
Exactly. We're trapping, not zapping.
Right.
And we're not creating a nasty mess with bugs and
No.
flies. Now, 2,400 of these are gone. You'll use these anywhere you want to put them around your home, inside your home. These are designed for inside. And plug these all around the kitchen, in the bedrooms, the family room, wherever you need them. And when the lights go out at night, they become a beautiful night light.
Right.
But they're also attracting. And if you're wondering if it's working, you don't have to wonder
No.
or hope that it's working. Just simply pull out the glue board.
Yeah, all you have to do is look behind it. You'll see it. Once you pull that out, that's the proof
Look at that.
this is working. This is actually from my house in August of this past year. So you see, my dogs like to go in and out. The kids leave the screen door open. I had a lot of flies. There's fruit flies on there. There's mosquitoes. They're the
Every
three- yeah.
time you trap a mosquito on this glue board, it's one less bite. Every time you have a fly on the glue board, it's less fly poop in your fruit salad.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sorry, it's not something you talk about at cocktail parties, but it happens. These flies come into your house, land on your food, well,
Yeah.
and then there you are.
Yeah.
And fruit flies are a real problem, particularly as the weather turns warmer. You're bringing more fresh fruit into the house. We are very, very busy. We've now taken orders for 3,000 in this show. And please use your apps and QVC.com. I wouldn't get this excited about this item if I didn't already have it in my home and use it. This is something that I brought in because I was really, really at my limit. Didn't know how because I was short of hanging those nasty, sticky fly strips in your kitchen.
Well, that was great.
What are you going to
1960.
do, right? What are you going to do? You buy this. So I bought this hoping it would work, right? Plugged it in. I didn't have to hope or wonder because when the glue board
could see
started
it.
filling up and the flies became less, the fruit flies started to disappear, and the mosquitoes were not happening in my house anymore, I was like, ding, 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 I'm going to have more of these. Tonight would be a good night to get more of these. $16 and change. Black and white. We're more limited in the black, I'm told. And we have the white to go around as well. Now, are we going to put it out We have an insert box with Allie and a question from one of our chatters.
Okay.
All right, Miss Allie, what you got?
Well, it's two questions because a few of us are wondering, stink bugs, would it work? And then I'm wondering, what's a stink bug? I don't know what a stink bug is.
Okay, well, they're named that for a reason.
Yeah, it's like a flying miniature skunk, so when you touch them, they give off a horrendous odor. But we did not specifically test for stink bugs on this.
Yeah.
But they are attracted to the light. So if they're attracted to the light, and this has light, you can do the math.
Allie, I would also tell you, don't ever smash a stink bug. Oh, it's stinky.
Yeah, it's like a miniature skunk.
It's like a flying skunk.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, nasty.
Yeah. Stink bugs. They call them that for a reason. Here's a look at how this is going to work. Again, the light is what attracts them, and it's the glue board that holds them.
Yeah, the glue board is nice and sticky. We made it that way. You can see it attracts them up to 600 square feet away. They can't resist the light. It's a special color temperature that we at Dynatrap developed. They fly around the back. They land on the Sticky Tech glue board. Game over.
Now, I can tell you now we've taken orders for I'm just scaring the heck out of 5,000 of these gone. You should also know that I've got how many people on the phone lines? Another 350 people on the lines, and they're smart down homers because they're buying more than one of these.
Yeah.
And I'm going to tell you, when I first bought this, I bought one because I thought, you know what, I'll take a chance. I'll plug it in. If it doesn't work, okay, I'll return it, whatever. I plugged one in, and within the first week, it was covered.
Right.
And I was tripping over myself to get to the phone to order more. So then I ordered about 3 or 4 more and put them around the end, the first floor area of my home, and they work like a charm. Now, I probably have more than I need, but I'm that serious about trapping these things, and if I've got guests over, the last thing I want them doing is this.
Yeah, you don't
right?
want people swatting the bugs, and as you said with the flies, poo-poo salad is not on the menu at my house.
Thank you.
So we want to make sure that we're trapping those bugs. It traps the bugs. You don't see that it's trapping the bugs. There's no chemical. There's no odor. It gets the job done. Really does. It's that
We
easy.
are very, very busy. QVC.com and mobile apps are your best ways to get through right now. Everybody is choosing either the black or the white. If you want the black, it is much more limited than the white. I have only 4,000 now left in this black. We've had over 13,000 ordered at the clearance price, and in this show alone, 5,400 ordered. I still have hundreds of folks on the phone lines. So QVC.com and mobile apps are your best way to get through right now. And again, I'll tell you, as I love to say, don't dare hang up. Get yours now while the getting is good, because here's the story with a clearance priced item. When that model is gone, it's gone. Now, it doesn't mean this product's going away. We'll get new models of this in.
Right.
But we've got some inventory we're looking to clear, and you're in the right place at the right time. Get the clearance price now. And now, how many gone, Erica? Over 6,000 are gone. We are very busy. Utilize those QVC mobile apps as well as your QVC.com. Mr. Pickford, always a pleasure, sir.
Always good to see you,
Good to have
Dave.
you back. All right, checking in with Allie.
Thanks, David. Hey, not only in the chat, we're giving away some inside scoops about things that are coming up. Well, you want to know something else that's coming up in about 15 minutes. If you love hibiscus like I do, this is 15 minutes away from Roberta's, but this just isn't any. It's a hardy hibiscus that's a 3-in-1. Absolutely gorgeous. That gives you this designer look because of the 3 colors that are present. This is a today-only price. Goes away at the end of the day today, and it's going to ship to you for free. I grew up in a home where my mom always had hibiscus growing, so these are beautiful, and they're foolproof, so even I could do it. Okay, but David's got some more great exciting things coming up in our 3-hour show. Somebody made a little mess.
Well, let's answer this question. Who made this mess? I'm going to guess it was made by Debbie Fedjukoff, but she promises to clean it up because she's got a kicking good deal on a Dyson V10. This is the top of the line for the V10 model, and we're talking about the Dyson Cyclone V10. This is an absolute pro cord-free vacuum. At Dyson, they like to say they cut the cord. They did not cut the power. And this is amazing. Comes along with the tools you're going to need. Has the fluffy head attachment. This is hard surface floor. This is carpeting. This is Dyson's V10. Now, the value on this tonight is extraordinary. I promise you good deals every week on Down Home with David, and we did not disappoint. Hold on to your hat, Down Homers. $680.89 is what you pay at retail for this identical offer tonight. We're going to check in at almost $281 less. Wait, there's more. We're also going to give you free shipping and handling. Why? Because we like you. So we're going to be just shy, a whisper away from $300 less. That's extraordinary.
Incredible.
Get yours now while the getting is good. Debbie Fedyukov is our Dyson team leader. Has it been 2-3 years now?
2 years.
2 years.
Yes.
Good to have you back.
Thank you. Great
nice
to be
see
here.
you. Debbie is also a busy wife and mom. She's got 3 boys at home, a dog, and
2 cats.
2 cats. Got a lot of mess at her
A
home.
lot of mess, yes.
This is an amazing machine, but notice there's no cord.
No cord, no hassle. You're not tethered to the wall. This is our V10 Absolute Pro. So top of the line of our V10 series, our most fully featured V10. And our V10 series is a real breakthrough in our cord-free technology because it's the first time James Dyson has said this is the only vacuum cleaner you need for your whole home. You can forget about that big heavy upright because look at the beautiful job this does. It has so much power, incredible power. I'm using the direct drive cleaner head. Look how it cuts through all of that debris, all of that dirt. This cleaner head is great for your carpets, for getting all of that stubborn dirt that gets settled deep down in the carpet, but it can also be used on bare floors if you want. But because this is our Absolute, I want to show you what else you're getting, because you're getting another cleaner head. You're getting the Fluffy, which is our most sought after cleaner head. So look how easy it is to change them out. And the Fluffy is great for the large debris. Look at these whole popcorn kernels. Watch how it gobbles them up. So, you know, gone are the days of lifting up your vacuum and putting it over that big crumb like this to try to, you know, pick up that one piece.
Been there.
Exactly, we all have. You don't have to do that anymore. This is engineered to be able to lift away even the large pieces, and if we come up front, even the piles. So look at this big pile of yellow sand. Notice how it doesn't spread it around, it just gobbles it up and it disappears. Same thing with the oatmeal. When that spills in the morning, no worries. Look how quick, look how easy that is to take care of with that Fluffy.
Spring is a month away. Spring cleaning is not far behind. And for a lot of folks, it may be maybe even sooner. But let's take a look at why Dyson as we come back and talk about what you're going to get in this pack up.
Sure.
But when you talk about why Dyson, you're talking about lots of great reasons why you want to pick up your V10 here.
Yes, it's the most fully featured V10 that we make. You can't get a better one. It comes with the Fluffy and the direct drive cleaner head that you just saw. It runs longer, so now you're getting 3 times the runtime of our V6, which means you can clean for up to 60 minutes on low mode. It also has the largest bin we've ever offered on a cordless Dyson. It's so versatile. I'm going to show you how you can go up high, down low, everywhere in between. We give you a point and shoot dirt ejector, so you never have to touch the dirt, no bags to buy. It has HEPA filtration, so we're capturing all of that debris. It's certified asthma and allergy friendly. There's a battery level indicator light, and it's super lightweight, less than 6 pounds.
2 color choices to go with. This is the copper. We'll come in close so you can see that. Here's your copper. And then we also have the iron. Now, you're also going to enjoy Q-Card special financing of 12 months on this, but let's include what's included here, and then I'll talk about 12 months special financing.
So here are all the Absolute attachments. You have the wall mount. If you want, you can mount this on the wall so it's always charging, ready to go. Here's your soft dusting brush, great for your tabletops and picture frames, things like that. Here's a mini motorized tool. So this actually has a motorized attachment, which gives you added power, and then here's your plug to charge it. Here's your combo tool and your crevice tool. Next to you, David, are the 4 additional tools you get at QVC. So these are extras. You're getting the Flexi crevice tool, which is great for getting under your, big heavy appliances.
And this is flexible, so it goes under,
Yes.
exactly.
Here's the stiff bristle brush, so great for agitating ground-in stubborn dirt. This is an extension hose for getting under your car seats or in your bookcases, and then the up-top adapter for getting those ceiling fan blades, crown molding, shelves, things like that.
It does it all for you. Here's a look at our value story again, and then we'll also talk about Q-Card 12-month special financing. $680.89 is what you'd pay at retail for this identical pack-up. We're going to charge you $281 less tonight, saving you with the free shipping all in $300 less than retail. Now, if you have a Q-Card, and over 1.2 million QVC customers do, you can utilize 12-month special financing. Here's how that's going to work. We'll approve your sale price on your Q-Card, and then we'll give you 12 months to pay it off. You make all your monthly minimum payments on time, pay off the entire amount within 12 months, you're charged 0 interest, that's same as cash. Lots of folks are excited about the V10 tonight. This is the top-of-the-line V10 that Dyson makes.
It is, and it's cord-free, hassle-free. Look at that reach. Now I can go under the big, heavy furniture. I don't have to move my bed or move my entertainment center, yet I'm able to get all that dust. And watch how easy it is for me to remove this cleaner head, and now I can put on some of my other attachments right on the end of this stick, and now we're doing above floor cleaning. So we're going from under the couch, under the bed, all the way up to the ceiling fan blades, your crown molding, your recessed lights, maybe those dusty intake vents. You can get it all now with your feet safely planted on the ground, and it's lightweight, less than 6 pounds, so it's not hard to lift that up. And again, pushing on the red quick release buttons, now I'm cleaning the in-between. So I'm doing the upholstery. Maybe it's taking it out to your car. Maybe you want to vacuum your stairs. Look how easy this is. This is that mini motorized tool. So pet hair is gone quickly and easily. I love that tool. I use it all the time.
And it's really a remarkable buy tonight. This is first day at sale price, Q-Card special financing, HEPA filtration inside.
Yes.
So you're looking at a really complete vacuum system that is cord-free.
Right.
No cords to be tethered to. You can take this wherever the mess is hiding.
Right, and that's why we love it. And whatever you're collecting, the HEPA filtration is so nice because all vacuums have an exhaust. Without that HEPA filtration, the dirt and the dust is flying right back out of the exhaust. With the HEPA filter that we give you, it's all staying trapped inside. And all you do is rinse this out. It's a lifetime filter, so you never have to buy anything. There's nothing to replace here. No cost of ownership.
Let's come over here, because I think a lot of folks are always amazed by this
Yes.
demonstration, because we've got camouflage dirt. Look at this carpet. Now, to your naked eye, this carpet looks clean.
It does. Yep.
It looks like you could sit down there with your little one or your pet
Yeah, no
and just
problem.
play, lay down, take a nap.
Play a game, sure.
Well, let's not do that so fast.
And we don't have anything in the bin right now to start. So take a look up here.
Here's
We're
the bin.
starting with a completely empty bin.
And the bin is empty.
And this really is the Dyson challenge. We want you to do this when you get your V10 Absolute home. Take it out of the box, but first vacuum one more time with that big, heavy, corded upright, and then go over the same rug again with your lightweight, cord-free V10 Absolute, and you will be amazed at what the upright leaves behind. I'm going to walk right up here to the front on that blue square, and I'm going to use that point and shoot dirt ejector. Look at all of the hair
My
and
word.
chalky dust that was hiding in
Let me
this
break
carpet.
that down a little bit for you. Let's say you move into a house that someone's lived in before, and it's the same carpet those people lived on. Now, they probably had it cleaned before you moved in, right? And then you came inside, and you assumed it was clean, so you sat down.
Right.
But what if you had taken your Dyson and gone over that same area? If you don't get that out of the carpet, you know what you're sitting in, napping on, playing games on, and relaxing with your kids? Someone else's dirt. Someone else's hair. And I don't want to know what else. Let's vacuum it up and
Yeah,
get rid of it.
let's get it out of
If
there.
you're wondering what HEPA filtration can do for you and what kinds of things this will trap, take a look.
Yes, it's going to trap the things that are so tiny that you can't see that are in your floor surfaces, like the pet dander, the pollen, the dust mites, the skin cells. All of these things are hiding in our floor surfaces, in our upholstery, in our mattresses. So you need something that's able to collect them and trap them in the sealed system. And because we're able to do that, we're actually certified asthma and allergy friendly by the Asthma and Allergy Foundation of America. So that's their seal of approval. That's not something you can pay for. That's something that's earned based on performance.
A guest has arrived bearing snacks.
Oh, welcome.
Oh!
Debbie, could you help me out?
Debbie.
I spilled my snack. That's a snack accident.
That's a snack accident.
We might need to plop the fluffy head on for these big pieces. I'll
But
tell you what.
that's like a bust. I mean, Debbie, listen, I've got 2 kids. This is a regular occurrence in the Carr household, and that's handling that
I
really
got
Really,
out.
guys,
well.
Look at that. I
Even
mean,
the
these-
whole almond.
Those are huge pieces.
Okay,
Yes.
so I do just kind of blame it on my kids sometimes. I'm a little clumsy. Hey, we are wondering, though, in the chat, and I love
Yes.
that you just showed us how easy it is to empty it.
Can I hold that for you?
Yeah.
Thanks.
Oh, it's really good. Yeah. Those are my favorite part. Okay, that's my snack of the show, which is pretty fun. But listen, if I have like a V8,
Yes.
can I still use the same charger?
Okay,
Or
so
do I have to use the charging system for this one?
the V10 dock is different than the V8.
Cool.
But what I will say is if you do have other models that have these red quick release buttons, you're going to be able to use all of your attachments, which is a really nice thing.
Oh, that's nice. You can interchange your attachments. That's cool. Can I have my snack back?
Oh, did you want that back?
I won't spell
Debbie
it.
snacks.
Yeah, these those are really good.
Yeah, that looks really
Yeah, this
good.
is from Germac. Okay, out.
Okay.
Now that you cleaned up my mess, thank you.
Miss Debbie, talk to us about the features.
Yeah, so this is the most fully featured V10 that we offer. It's great because you're going to get that fluffy cleaner head that's our most sought after attachment. Great for large debris and for dusting and polishing your bare floors. We even give you the mini motorized tool. So most attachments are air driven, but that one gives you that added motor power in that mini size. So you can tackle your upholstery, tackle your mattresses. Take this out to your car. Remember, it converts to a handheld. So you're getting all of that V10 power with the HEPA filtration. It's lightweight, it goes everywhere in your home, and it's so easy to use. You don't need a big corded upright anymore because this has all the power, all the runtime, and all the versatility to go everywhere within your home.
I loved what James Dyson said in one of his television commercials once. He said, "You buy my vacuum because it works."
Right.
And he didn't say much more than that. And that got my attention because when he stopped talking, I started thinking about what he said.
Right.
You buy a Dyson because it works. You get in your car every day and you either turn the key or push the button if you go one of those fancy cars. And what do you expect to have happen? You expect the car to start and you expect the car to take you where you need to go. You expect your vacuum to do its job. Dyson does its job. This is the iron color. This is the copper color. Those are your two choices tonight. You also are going to get all the accessories and all of the attachments, including the fluffy head that you get in addition to the brush head. And all this comes your way at a remarkable value. $680.89 is what you're going to pay at retail. We're nearly $281 less. With free shipping, we're just a whisper away from $300 less delivered to your doorstep. Remember that, 6 easy pays and free shipping and handling. Don't miss out on this, but let's also remember this same floor vacuum is a hand vac.
Super powerful. Tackle all of the spills around the kitchen. Watch how it gobbles up all of the cereal, even the whole coffee beans. Look at how they're jumping into the vacuum. And I want to show you, you can put the fluffy head or that direct drive right onto your handheld unit. I'm going to quickly do this. Draw with a little black marker, and then I'm going to put some coffee creamer over it just so you can really see that black marker. It makes it come to life a little bit. Watch this. Watch how this fluffy polishes your floor. Erasing all of that marker.
So it erased the marker, the glitter,
Self-cleaned itself.
everything.
Everything.
Debbie Fedukoff, our Dyson team leader. Good to have you back, my friend.
Thanks,
nice
David.
to
Great
see you.
to be here.
And you made the mess, you cleaned it up.
Yes.
See,
Now
that's
I
the
can
good
go.
thing. We asked the question, who made this mess? Debbie. Who cleaned it up? Debbie. All right. Hey, we're headed our way, and we're also going to remind you. Now, David's Down Home deal we had a little earlier in the first hour, incredibly popular. 8,500 of these already gone just in this show. So we still have both colors available, but black is more limited. I have only 2,500 left in that black. Please be aware that those are a clearance price, and when they're gone for good. That model is gone. We'll do more Dynatrap, but if you want a screaming good deal on something that works, now's the time. But right now, we're going to get into another segment we like to call, Can You Dig It? All right, this is the perfect time of year for us to be thinking about springtime. We're a month away. And if you're someone that loves big dinner plate size blooms in your hibiscus, Roberta's comes to our rescue yet again. The one-piece Better Together 3-in-1 Honeymoon Hardy Hibiscus. This is a today-only price. We had this on earlier today. And how many gone, Erica? 6,700 ordered earlier today. Well, actually, for the day, and 400 in this show. This is Derek Walline, 4th generation family member at Roberta's. Sir, it's good to have you here.
Hey, nice to
Welcome
see
to
ya.
Down Home. I think this is your first time in Down Home and David.
It definitely, and I haven't worked with you in probably 6 or 7 years.
6 or 7 years. It's good to have you here, sir. I like a guest who's tall. All right, let's talk to everyone about hibiscus, because you were teaching me a lot about hibiscus when we were prepping the show tonight.
Definitely.
Typically, hibiscus you plant in the ground and it gets taller than we are, right?
Oh, yeah, definitely. You got to stake them. They're going to fall over.
But
They're a
not
mess.
so with these, because this is 3 plants in one. These are dwarfed hibiscus, and I hesitate to say dwarf because look how big they are. But these can survive in containers.
And in the winter, because here's the thing, you know, many of us, spring break, summer break, we go to Mexico, we go to Hawaii, we love the hibiscus look, we love the tropical locale look, but bring it to your home anywhere in the country. The problem is when you go to the garden stores, when you go to the big box stores, the hibiscus they have there, they can't handle winters. And they, like you said, they get super tall and just weird looking.
Yeah.
What we have here, the Roberta's difference, is a hibiscus which gets only 3 feet tall, maxes out with flowers because it's not spending all of its energy getting all tall and lengthy, and then comes back year after year because it's winter hardy to -20.
Take a look at these pictures of the real plants, and you're getting 3 in 1. The first is pink swirl.
Yeah, so like you just said, in the pot that you're going to get home, there's 3 different plants, 3 different colors in each pot. Now the pink swirl is my personal favorite because it does have that bicolor tone. It's almost like Mother Nature painted that pink soft brush right on there. And you can see the short stature of these, David, that's what makes these special, because now you can put them in pots, you can move them around. I recommend
I
getting
like
2.
they don't take over the whole flower bed if I do want to plant them in the ground.
Well, and that's typically what happened with the hibiscus.
Yeah. Now, pink swirl, we also get these beautiful red.
Yeah, now the red, I feel, is the bullseye of your garden. It really attracts people, butterflies, pets. I mean, it's awesome. You can see now these flowers are huge. I mean, they're as big as a dinner plate.
Easily.
9 inches across. That's the dark pink. And remember, you're getting all 3 of these colors in one plant. And we did that specifically to kind of give you that like pre-designed look in the garden, because when they're all mixed like what you see here, there's just something spectacular about that.
I see another Wallene in that picture.
That's my goofy brother, Devin. He has to find himself in every photo. I don't know what.
Is he younger or older?
He's younger by 15 months.
By 15 months.
Yeah.
How many brothers and sisters do you have?
1 brother and 1 sister.
1 brother, 1 sister. How
Yep.
about that? Are you the oldest?
I am.
You are the oldest. Are you also the tallest?
I am.
Perfect. Should be that way. All right, now let's remind you, you're getting 3 plants in one offer. Let's show everybody what they look like when they arrive.
That's perfect. So I want to show you without these little sticks in there.
Yeah.
So this is what you're getting. Now, remarkable. This is a big pot. You know, typically on QVC, because we've had hibiscus before.
Sure.
You'd get something, it was in a pot about this
Little
big.
tiny thing. But
So-
you're going to, now we don't leave it in here. We're going to transfer this to a larger pot, right?
Yeah, but when you get this home, if you have to leave it in there a few weeks, that's okay. But ideally, you want to transfer it. But look at the size and the heft. That means your plants are big. You're going to get flowers this summer.
So
'cause
let me ask this question. Will this turn into this by this summer?
This is about halfway through the process. And in about 80 days, you're going to have a plant full size.
wait a
These are
minute.
fast growers. So it's
Wait,
really
so you're
this
telling
to
me-
this.
So
this summer.
turns into this summer.
Correct. In about 80 days,
Wow.
which is way faster than your typical hibiscus.
Now, 80 days sounds like a long time, but when you break it down and think about it in months, it's less than 3 months. Now, you're going
Correct.
to wonder when these are going to ship to you, and you're going to go to this item number right there. You're going to see on the product detail page, there's a place for you to plug in your zip code. You type in your zip code, and it will tell you when your plants are going to ship, and we will not ship them until it's safe to plant in your region of the country. When you get them home, get them into containers or into the ground, however you choose to plant them. These like full sun, yes?
They love full sun. They don't need a ton of water, actually, because they're quite drought tolerant. And I want to remind you, you can put these in containers like I have right here. You can put them in the ground. Either way, because these are winter hardy. The thing is, bring the tropical look to your home anywhere in the country, because winter's down to -20. They can handle it. They laugh at that cold, and they come back year after year. Now, the thing, too, is that these 3 colors are special. This honeymoon hibiscus, which makes it so special, is that it's short. It only gets about 3 feet tall. It's not going to take over your house and home. Look at there. There's 2. That's why I recommend getting 2, because the look is wonderful. And the flowers are ginormous compared to a tropical hibiscus, which I want to show you when we come out of these images. The size difference is incomparable. But you can see in containers, they look clean. They look courteous. This is something you can put outside your front door. You can't do that with a traditional tropical hibiscus.
Now, what you should also know is that there will be a planning guide that comes with these. So it's super easy to work with, but this price does expire end of day today. At midnight Eastern time tonight, or more specifically 11:59 p.m. Eastern time tonight, this price will be over. Goes back up to the higher price, and I can't promise you there'll be an easy pay. There is easy pay now, 3 of them.
Correct. Now, what I'm holding is a traditional hibiscus flower. And this thing is tiny. I mean, it's nice when you see it and you're in Hawaii, but when you compare to what you can grow in your own backyard, there's no comparison. And that's what I love about these winter hardy hibiscus. It's literally like taking everything you love and then just ramping it up and making it that much better. And you know, you did mention the guide. This is the guide. You know, everything you order from us has one of these. They're well written, has all the instructions about care and the need of the hibiscus. But really, they're one of the easiest things you can grow and one of the most beautiful.
Now, Derek, let's talk a little bit about the warranty that Roberta's backs up all their live plants with.
That's correct. You know, I think at the end we'll have a little screen, but essentially, you know,
Here we go.
We want to make sure that you have a great time growing with us, so we assure your satisfaction with the perennials, like what we have here, for 1 year. And what that means, David, is say you get your plants home, you need questions. We got master gardeners on the line, ready to help you out, or maybe you need a replacement. The shipping didn't do well. We're ready there to send a new one out immediately. So every step of the way, we are there with you.
I can tell you now that for the day, we've taken orders for 8,500 in Down Home with David. 2,500 now spoken for. Don't dare hang up. Get your 3 plants in one, and this summer they'll be this big and this many blooms.
In 80 days they get real big, real fast, and that's awesome.
That's going to be crazy. Derek, welcome to Down Home.
Thank
It's
you.
good to have you here, buddy.
See ya.
All right, stay on the line here. Let's check in with Allie, who is over on the cozy couch, which looks like spring is busted out all over there.
Spring is in the air over on the cozy couch. Look at this. Now, I know what you just saw from Roberta's was a only offer available in the day. This is only time this show. It's a one-time only. That means the price is going to go up at the end of our show from Luminara, and it's brand new. You guys, the farmhouse trend right now is crazy, crazy good. This is a set of 3 with this rustic wax that they've never done before. So it has this beautiful distressing, a 4, a 6, and an 8-inch. Don't go anywhere because this is the only show, which means less than 2 hours, you could get this crazy good price. Normally over $100, $74.98. Ooh, wait. Do I hear a phone ringing?
You will shortly.
I think you have a call. Hey, David, I'll toss it over to you.
I think there's a call coming in, or many calls, that I would rather not answer. And let's just call it what it is. It's an election year. And that means lots of calls are coming to your house that you did not want, welcome, or ask for. Wouldn't you like to block them with the touch of one button? And when you touch the button, that person cannot call you again? How sweet does that sound? Well, if you have our CPR call blocker, that's not only a possibility, that's a definite in your home, because this is going to block 5,000 of the most common offenders in terms of solicitation, and then you can add 1,500 more. We're going to welcome in Melissa Dawson, one of our electronic experts, technology and lifestyle experts. Good to have you with us.
Hello, good to be here.
Nice to have you back. This is a product you and I presented many times. So many of us deal with these unwanted solicitation calls, crazy calls that have nothing to do with us and everything to do with someone trying to sell us something or push something on us.
Exactly.
And with it being an election year, it's even worse.
Oh, yes.
This is a little device with the touch of one button that can make them all go away.
It really can. And so we love this. For anybody that has home phone, right? You dread that phone because you're like, oh, it's a telemarketer, it's a sales call, it's probably somebody I don't want to talk to. So you can see the number right on the screen. Now, I already know this is a number I don't want to talk to them. I can simply hit block now. You see it says successful on the screen. It now blocked that number. That number can never call me again.
And all you need to make this work is a working landline phone and caller ID.
That's it.
That's all.
That's how simple it is. And the thing I love, the second you plug this in, I wouldn't even call this installation because it's literally 2 clicks. The second that you plug this in, it is automatically pre-programmed with 5,000 of the worst known offenders out there. So the second you plug this in, your phone is now ringing less. And that's really the beauty with it.
And that's perfect, because if you've ever been in the middle of dinner, your favorite TV show, trying to take a nap, and the infernal phone won't stop ringing because I love it when they call me and say, we'd like to talk to you about the vacant land that you own. I don't own any vacant land, but they're ready to sell me some.
Right.
Or I love the scam calls where they call and say, this is the IRS and there is a warrant out for your arrest. I'm like, okay.
Right.
Yeah. So these are the kinds of calls that you want to block. You don't want to let someone answer, because once you answer them, you're in their database and they know that you'll pick up.
Here's the nice part. Let's say we thought this was a familiar number, so we're going to go ahead and answer the phone. Hello?
Hi, this is the U.S. Voting Campaign Office. Thank you in advance for participating in our 2020
Goodness, it's a
midterm
political
voter
call.
Oh, no, thanks.
Oh, no. So this is the great part. Even mid-conversation, I can just still hit that big red button. It'll still say successful. It deleted that call, and that number can never call me again. So even mid-conversation, you can still use the call blocker just as effectively. But the beauty about this is the second you plug I love reading the reviews, because people say the second I plug this in, my phone was ringing less. I had silence back in my home. Now when the phone rings,
great.
I know it's going to be a family, a friend, a loved one. So for anybody that has home phone service, or maybe you got rid of your home phone service because the telemarketers are driving you nuts, but you would love to have that home service back, you can do it with the call blocker, where now you can block all the unwanted calls and only have the people call through that you want to call through.
Now, you mentioned installation. Let's talk about setting this up, because it is super, super easy.
Yes.
Take a look here at the back of the unit.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it install. It's really 2 clicks. So the line from your wall is going to run into where it says line, and we include an extra cable for you, and then this is going to run to your telephone. There's no batteries, there's nothing to plug into the wall, there's no account to set up, there's no passwords, there's no monthly fees. It literally just clicks into your telephone line, and that's it. And the second you plug it in, it starts working for you.
This is $90.89 at retail. We are nearly $31 less, and with the free shipping, $36.44 less. $36.44 less. Take a look here. Now, do we know this number?
I don't know this number. Do you want to talk to him?
Let's try.
Let's try it.
Hello.
Hi, this is Clinton calling from the power company. My employee ID number is 1003.
Thanks. No.
It's the best feeling, isn't it?
Oh my God.
It's the best
You're in the middle of
feeling.
dinner or your favorite show, or you're streaming one of your favorite shows online, and then someone calls you with this nonsense.
Yes.
And you're like,
That big red button is so empowering. Every time you block it, every time you add somebody else, now your phone's going to be ringing less. Now, the other thing is, let's say that maybe that was my dog. I accidentally added my, mother-in-law to my block list. You can actually scroll through and hit delete. So if you accidentally add somebody to your block list, it's really easy to undelete them as well. The other thing I love, David, you only need one of these for your entire home. So this will work on every phone that's on that home phone line. So let's say you install this in your kitchen, and now you're up in your bedroom, and so you answer maybe your cordless phone up in the bedroom, and it's a sales call, and you're like, oh, I don't want to talk to this person. You can hit #2 on any handset in your home, and it acts just like that big red button.
all right, let's see who this is. Hello.
This is an official call from the IRS. We are calling to inform you of back taxes that are due immediately. If this amount...
That's a lie.
IRS will never call you, but let's face it, we're heading into that tax season, that time of year,
And
these
the scam calls
are rampant.
start. Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
And so many times people fall prey to those things. Now, this is pre-programmed to 5,000 nuisance numbers that are the worst offenders.
Worst known offenders out there. And that's what CPR stands for, the Call Prevention Registry. So we know those worst known offenders. We've already programmed 5,000, and now you have the ability to block an additional 1,500. So anytime you get that out of area call or international call, these are all the things that is now going to block. You can automatically block robocalls, accident insurance type of calls. Again, up to a total of 6,500 total number block capability.
Let me tell you that we have fewer than 1,600 of these to go around tonight. Price and easy pay and free shipping disappear midnight tonight. This is why you want to get yours now, and I'm going to tell you, the moment you plug it in, pre-programmed with 5,000 of the worst known offenders, that means your phone already starts ringing less the moment you plug it in. If someone else makes it through that's not on that list, you can block up to another 1,500 additional numbers. This is an extraordinary invention, and I'm just so sorry it took this long to come around because we've lived through these awful calls for years.
For years. And so for most of us, this is a way to now fall in love with your home phone service again. It's really a way to be able to take control about who's calling your home and get rid of all those nuisance calls, the telemarketing calls, the sales calls, the scam calls. The CPR call blocker eliminates all of those. And now when you answer the phone, it's going to be a family, a friend, a loved one calling you. That's why it's so simple and easy. Again, 2 clicks, you plug it in. I loved it because when Dan Hughes installed his, he said, Melissa, I thought my phone was broken because my phone wasn't ringing.
Right.
Because once you get, I read something recently, almost half the calls we get are like scam, telemarketing, sales call.
And now add to that an election year.
Right.
It's a presidential election year. So now the campaign and political calls are going to be crazy.
Right.
Once you block them, they can never call you again. If they call you from another number, block that number too. It's that easy, it's that quick. We don't have a lot of these to go around. You want to get these while the getting is good. 1,400 now left to go around, and the sale price expires midnight tonight. Easy Pay disappears as well as your free shipping. Get yours now while the getting is good. All you need is a working landline and caller ID.
That's it. So simple. You are going to now love your phone service again.
Well, and you'll love your peace and quiet again,
Yes.
which is a lovely thing. Melissa,
Thank you.
Nice to see you. Now, we're going to check in with Allie, who's over in the cozy couch that looks so springy and lovely.
Hey, well, not only is it spring, but you might flip soon. Check this out. So not only am I on David Venable's page on Facebook, but I'm also streaming and getting the perfect viewing angle via my Flippy. Ooh, and notice this amazing print. We've got pineapples in the house, and of course the solid colors that you know and love. New colors, brand new exclusive patterns. That is going to be 8 minutes away. So don't go anywhere. My kids literally flip out over the Flippy. But coming up next, maybe a little something because somebody loves you.
Hey, and everything on your sofa over there is from the Valerie Spring collection. Valerie Parhill is back with us, our resident interior designer, who has been with us 27 years, my darling.
Oh, my goodness.
Mwah.
Too many.
Great to have you back.
Thank you for having me.
We're thrilled to have you here. And another brand new item. Somebody definitely loves you.
Some bunny.
This is an indoor-outdoor bunny that is going to illuminate in the lantern that he holds, or she holds. And with 2 AA batteries, you're going to be able to make this come to light.
You go right in the bottom there. And you're also the lantern is going to come separately in the box. So all you're going to do is take your lantern, open it up, slide it through the little hook here that the bunny is holding in his or her hand, and then hook it right back in, and you're ready to go. But look at the beautiful detail. First of all, resin. Second of all, indoor, outdoor. Very important to know.
So even in the elements, right?
Even in the elements. And then because it's resin, we've given it this wonderful carved look, that wonderful distressing. This is farmhouse friendly if you're loving that whole farmhouse look. But look at what we've done with these beautiful embossed leaves and flowers. These look like those gorgeous hibiscus that you were just selling. I love that. The little bunny tail and those beautiful blooms are on both sides, and a very soft green, blue, pink palette in that. Just very, very softly colored.
Now, these are beautifully done with 3 easy payments of $13.32. You're also going to love that this is nice and tall. I believe it's a little over 18 inches tall, isn't it? 18 and a half.
Great presence, visual presence. This will live on my kitchen island. I can't wait to have him there. Maybe an entry hall table. Those of you that love to usher in the spring season, you decorate for each season. This is a beautiful way to welcome spring to your home. What are you doing on your dining room table, your kitchen hutch, your coffee bar? So many places where this wonderful vertical look, smaller footprint, but lots of presence. It's just going to be gorgeous.
And look at it in the sunroom here. We've got some of your other companion bunnies that are separate purchases.
Yes.
Those are on the screen there. You can see if you'd like to pick up the companions. But just really, really beautifully done with a little table runner. a little placemat, and you've got something that's perfect.
A tulip or a daffodil or two layered in, and you can see how easy it is. But because this bunny is this wonderful weathered, whitewashed look, it's going to go anywhere.
We call it stone.
Yes.
And it does look like weathered stone, doesn't it?
It does. And I love the way that ivory treatment is going to make it work with anyone's home. If you're thinking of a gift, it's going to blend in beautifully. I love him. Look at how adorable that is outside.
Now,
Coming up
those
the
beautiful
steps.
pink tulips are from Valerie's line. If you wanted to pick those up, talk to your operators about those. They are available for purchase. But look how beautifully that works with that in our stone patio area, sunroom area. This is just perfect.
I love the fact that you can put it on your balcony. You can take him right out into the garden. You can put him on your patio table. I know that in these colder months, you're going to enjoy him inside right now. But then as the weather warms, can walk right outside with as you dress your deck in that outdoor living space as well.
We have always promised on Down Home with David that we would bring you decorative items that allow you just to place them and look like a genius.
And walk away.
I don't want you to have to do a whole lot of work, because I don't do a whole lot of work to decorate in my house. I tend to buy things, put them out, and they look lovely without a lot of extra work from me. Now, Valerie's an expert. She knows how to zhuzh and make everything perfect. But she also knows how to create things so we can just take them out of the box, set them up, and they're awesome.
Add some batteries, and I love the glow of this beautiful lantern. The lantern is metal. I love that we put that little X pattern on each of the glass panes, so it's metal and glass. And this soft, beautiful illumination that's just that perfect touch that makes this bunny really come to life.
Well, I can tell you now, 500 of these are gone. Everyone is loving this idea. He's 18.5 inches tall. He's indoor-outdoor safe, or she's indoor-outdoor safe. And you're going to love that this is going to be the perfect complement in that flower bed, on the porch, if you live in a condo or you live in an apartment where you've got just a little balcony area.
Exactly.
You want to decorate outside with this. To your point, in the middle of a dining room table, a coffee table, a little nook, a little corner where you need a little something extra.
Even on the corner of whether it's maybe you don't have an island in your kitchen, but on your kitchen cupboard, that little corner piece where it's just a beautiful way to bring that season inside.
Come with me over here, Valerie, for just a second.
Yes.
Because I am told that your companion bunnies are very popular. So lots of you are picking up the little companion bunnies here, and the information is on the screen. So you're going to be able to enjoy those that same look, stone, weathered stone look.
Yes.
In the little companion. Those are a separate purchase, but they're made to match.
They are. And David, in the corner of the kitchen, we have the set of two birds in the same look that are companion purchases.
So there are birds as well.
Birds.
And I think those are over in the corner. So Alex, you just stay right where you are, sir. Alex is over there prepping his computer. He's in the kitchen. We're going to fly the camera in so you can see. And I don't have a monitor that I can see, but this is
the birds, the set of two birds there to the right of the bunny. Oh, how adorable. And David, there's even a garden angel that is a companion as well.
So we've got so many choices to really dress this up and make a little vignette, a scene, which is lovely. But let's remember the star of our show, the bunny. He's the centerpiece, right?
He's the centerpiece, and he's the one that's holding that lantern. And the whole idea of being able to bring him from indoors now while it's colder, outdoors when the weather warms. Look at how delightful he is sitting here amongst the tulips and the watering can. Maybe these become geraniums as you go into your summertime florals. And how beautifully, because of this soft floral, he's going to layer in so lovely.
Now, this is on Easy Pay tonight, $39.96. It's also on Easy Pay. Take advantage of this and get yours while the getting is good. He is brand new.
He is.
And remember, if we sell out of him, we don't see him again until next year. If at all, right?
That's right.
Now, how many of these are gone, Erica? 800 of these are now spoken for. What is also very popular are the companion pieces that are separate purchases. We have the bunnies. We have the birds. I believe you said they're also
an angel.
So check with your operators. Check QVC.com. Search all things Valerie on QVC.com.
So sweet.
It is great to have you back.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Now, Valerie's going to give us a quick update on your lanterns we had earlier in the show. Wildly popular. What's your update there, Miss Allie?
Yeah, hey, well, if you just joined us, it's not too late because Valerie brought us these absolute gorgeous 12-inch illuminated glitter lanterns. Now, we started with, we had 3,000 ordered in this show alone, but you guys, this butterfly has been your favorite, and there's only we've sold over half the quantity in those, which means there's about 700 to go around. So these are going to fly out of here. And then don't forget, though, we also have the bike, the church, and then the adorable little bunnies, which are so cute. The bunnies are my favorite. But for under $40, $39.96, these are absolutely perfection. H221932.
How many of those?
There's only, I think it was 800. Oh, now 700 in the butterfly.
But all total ordered?
3,000 have already been ordered.
3,000 of those.
Speaking of thousands that have been ordered, this next item, flipping out.
We're all flipping out for the Flippy. And we're going to be talking to you about the multi-angle soft stand for tablets, books, e-readers, magazines, whatever you're reading. Let's say your sleeping partner is all about sleeping and you want to sit up and stream a show, do some work, play a game, whatever. You're going to be able to do that. If you're in the back of the car, now you've got a way to be able to have the perfect angle for your tablet, your book, whatever it is you're using and reading. These are exciting. We've got them back in stock. We've got solid colors, and tonight we have brand new patterns. Sarah Cottalesi is joining us, one of our electronic experts for how many years now?
13.
13 years,
Yes.
Sarah Cottalesi. Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
We're going to take you shopping for the Flippy, and we've done these patterns for the first time ever. Some of our solid color choices are back in stock. We've sold 230,000 of these. We want to hear from you if you own one. 1-800-395-1601. We've got that testimonial line open on the screen. Show everybody what the Flippy is all about and how it works.
Yeah, well, the Flippy was actually designed around tablets, and tablets truly belong in every house. We do everything on them, from social networking to watching movies to playing games, but no one really addressed the fact that it really is uncomfortable to hold over time, right? Two-handed, you have to tilt your head forward. Well, what Flippy does is actually kind of lift you back up again, and it really allows you to get that perfect viewing angle. And then we realized that it wasn't just for tablets, it was for magazines, it was for Bibles, it was for all tablets of every single size, and also your phones as well. So really solved the universal frustration with the incredible tablets and how uncomfortable they are to hold.
Well, so many of us are excited that these are back in stock. We're also excited that you've got brand new patterns. So let's go through colors and patterns, starting with the one in front of you. This one is our burgundy.
It is, yep, always popular. We love this one.
And then we're going to move right into our true blue.
Yes, denim friendly.
Brand new is the leopard. Grr, baby. Look at that. That's so fancy. I love it. And then we've got it for you in charcoal.
Right.
Already most popular
Of course,
is the charcoal.
yes.
Then we're going to take you shopping here. This is turquoise.
Yep.
Turquoise is also new.
It is, yep.
Really beautiful. Down below is the exclusive pattern of pineapple.
Yes.
Only available on
summer.
QVC.
Yep.
In the middle, I've got it for you. I believe that's
our
wave.
Yep. Yep.
I have fewer than 1,000 in the wave choice.
Nice. Okay.
And then finally on the end, who doesn't get cheerful when they're surrounded by sunflowers?
Yeah.
But only 1,300 of those sunflowers to go around. No matter which way you turn this, it's going to give you a pleasing angle for that tablet, for the phone, for a book, magazine,
Right.
whatever you're reading.
Yeah, because there's actually science built into this as well. So there's patented viewing angles to ensure that you're getting that perfect viewing angle for wherever you're sitting. You could be reclining, sitting straight up, putting it on a tabletop. It doesn't matter. You're going to get that perfect viewing angle.
Now, what you're also going to love is being able to enjoy something big like the oversized iPad. Shall we go over here?
Yeah.
All right. Now, these are customer top rated, super, super popular, and we're getting very, very busy. Let's come over and have a seat. Now, I've got a big iPad like this. I love my iPad. I'm on it about 17 times a day.
I know.
And at night, I climb into bed, and I can't tell you the number of times I fall asleep like this with the iPad in my lap, right?
Yes.
Now, if I had this on, I might still fall asleep, but at least it'd be propped up, right?
Yes, and it's perfectly protected. So we love it. Only weighs 8 ounces. So it gives you the softness that you need to have it anywhere from your legs to your belly. It doesn't matter. But then it gives you the stability that you need to be able to hold your tablet. So we were talking about that science that's built in here. So every one of these angles, it's a patented viewing angle. So regardless of how you are sitting with your devices, with your books, with your cookbook, with your craft, like needlework and counter cross stitch patterns. It really doesn't matter. But this is why we love it. So David, I'm going to kind of take your example of laying in bed a little further. So again, the idea behind this is you get comfortable first and then flip Flippy around. So before Flippy, you would have to like hold your tablet, right? Try to get comfortable, prop your knees up. But what we love is that you stretch out, maybe pull a blanket nice and tight, cuddle in.
Or you cover your feet because they're cold.
Because they're cold. But look, I am virtually hands-free. I can scroll through, watch a movie, watch QVC if I need to. I can move it down if I wanted, and I could bring it up, and I'm getting that perfect viewing angle. If I wanted to sit up a little bit, my angle is going to change, but it's still going to allow me, depending on what angle I'm flipping to, I can still get the perfect viewing angle for regardless of how I'm sitting. It could be your tablet, it could be your book. It really doesn't matter. Whatever it is, it's going to give you the stability that you need to be able to hold it. But again, instead of holding this book, I'm just kind of guiding it and flipping through the pages.
Well, I can tell you now
really
that 1,000 of these have been ordered. We're very, very busy. I don't know if anybody noticed the price. But let's just notice the price a little bit.
I like it, yes.
Now, I have presented, we've sold 230,000 of these. I've probably been with you probably half a dozen times with this item on QVC. And I have trouble remembering a price this good.
Yeah.
This price is extraordinary. This Easy Pay is great. These colors and patterns are awesome. And this works. I've got it called up to Down Home with David.
Ooh.
So if you search Down Home with David on QVC.com, you can shop the whole show. Look here.
It's awesome.
There's the Flippy. There's Valerie's lantern we had earlier. All the items from QVC.com are right here. So if I'm shopping, streaming my favorite show, watching the Marvelous Misses that I love so much,
awesome show.
all those kinds of things, and or my new favorite show, and Alex's too, on Apple TV, The Morning Show, right? So good. I know you love that show too.
Yes, I love it too.
Have you talked to Alex about that?
I did. Yeah, we were chit-chatting
totally.
about it.
So all of the great items are here. Oh, there's that Dynatrap we had earlier, the CPR call blocker. Everything is right here, but look how neatly and easily I can access everything from my lap. And if I were to lie down, I just flip the Flippy.
Yeah, and if you wanted to, David, you could have a cup of coffee or a glass of wine in your hand as well. You don't have to hold the tablet with two hands. And what we saw with yours, that's the big iPad Pro with a case on it.
Yeah.
So the Flippy can handle the largest of tablets, even with that supportive case. So we just love everything about this. I mean, it's for all ages as well. It doesn't really matter. You could be a little guy laying on your tummy, watching a movie, with all your, cousins and brothers and sisters laying on the floor. But then what's great too is that you could be sitting up, watching cooking shows while you're sitting on or having it sit on your kitchen counter as well.
Okay, so Allie, you come on in if you want to sit down, boo. And I'm going to go through colors. Why don't you and Sarah sit here, and then I'll go through colors real quickly. How many are gone? 1,400 of these are gone now. We're getting very, very busy on our phone lines. Let's take a quick look at color choices. Here's the burgundy. I also have it in true blue. This is leopard, brand new in the leopard this season. So cool. This is charcoal, most popular choice right now. This is turquoise, also new. Down below, exclusive in pineapple. Love the pineapple. The wave, 800 now left in the wave, and I have sunflowers, fewer than 1,200. This is customer top rated. This price is amazing. The Easy Pay is awesome, and our ladies are having a little pajama party, it looks like.
We are, yeah, but what we love about this too, I mean, of course, we'll put Allie down on her belly, right? She has little guys at home. Do you really want your little ones walking around with a tablet or your phone to be able to watch a game?
No, you're right.
This supported, and it really, age doesn't matter.
We have the leopard print. I mean, I should say I have it, but my daughter has kind of taken it. And it's fun because this is exactly how she does it. And what I love is maybe I'll let her have a little time. She has like a gaming device that she uses, some like letters and number games. While I'm maybe in the bathroom getting ready, she's in the master bedroom.
Yeah.
I can see her. She's right here. I mean, it's just fun. Or on a road trip.
Yeah.
Lifesaver, because then they could do their activities.
Well, Allie and her husband took a 13-hour road trip to Minnesota last year.
Oh, 16.
16 hours.
When you have, listen, when you have 2 kids, you need to count.
27, who knows the diff, right?
But here's the thing, too. Again, this is 8 ounces. You can't hurt this thing. If you have to clean it, it's a little damp cloth and spot clean it. but travel with it, right? Put it in that back seat of the car. You don't have to worry about the tablet stand not being able to recover, right? You always have that perfect shape. You always have these patented viewing angles. Again, it doesn't matter if you're laying flat on your back, sitting reclining, laying on your tummy. It really doesn't matter what you're using this for. It's always going to give you the stability that you need to be able to get that perfect viewing angle for regardless of what you're doing. So we absolutely love Flippy.
Now, 2,000 of these are gone. Our reviews are scrolling on the bottom. This is customer top rated. Everyone's loving the new patterns, the new colors, the great price, the customer top rating.
Yeah.
But let's just remember also that this is just a smarter idea, right?
Right. And everyone has tablets, and we love the idea of the tablets, right? Because we do everything on them.
Sure.
But before Flippy, you need to be able to prop it up. You need 2 hands to hold. But now this one, you are virtually hands-free. And you could have a notebook down here, taking notes, whether you're cooking. It doesn't matter. But here's another idea, too. So if you have anybody that you FaceTime with, I think this gives a fabulous idea for FaceTiming as well. My daughter in college, every single morning, you know, I'm putting my makeup on in the morning, and that's like our time, right? So we'll be able to FaceTime, hands-free, but yet I still get to, you know, see her at that perfect viewing angle.
And that works out so beautifully. I will tell you also
yes.
that we've got a great opportunity for you to pick this up now, get it at the great price, and get it on the great Easy Pay, which we're super excited about.
Right.
Don't miss out on this because we're very busy. Lots of you are making your choice now. 2,400 of these ordered in our show.
That's awesome.
Let's go through our colors one more time with
Yes.
Sarah, shall we?
Yes, I would love to.
All right.
So that one right there is our burgundy.
Burgundy is
Always
the first one.
popular, yeah.
Nice, beautiful jewel tone. Here's your
Yes.
true blue.
Right.
This is leopard. Care, baby. Now, most popular is the charcoal. I have fewer than 2,000 to go around in the charcoal. This is turquoise.
Yes.
Down below is our pineapple. Still very popular. Wave, now getting limited. 700 left to go around. And finally, the sunflower.
Right.
Fewer than 800. Do remember, if you are wondering what else is coming up in the show, we still have Luminara in the show.
Gorgeous.
A sneak peek at our HP Big Deal from Saturday. We've also got a great magnified table lamp coming up. There's a whole lot happening.
Awesome.
But in the
Sounds good.
meantime, we're going to head over to the fireplace,
And I brought
warm up a little
snacks.
bit. You brought snacks.
Of course. I'm a
Here,
good
I'll hold the
friend.
snacks for you.
Okay, you want the snack?
I would love to hold the snacks
Okay.
for you. Hey, so as I mentioned, we still have HP coming up.
Yeah.
We've got Luminara coming up.
Good stuff.
We've got that great magnified desk lamp coming up.
Ooh, that's sharp.
Exactly. And we also have sheets on the horizon. Whole lot more happening. It's Down Home with David on this Thursday night. And what's coming up? Northern Nights also coming up. Check this out. I'll have a snack. We'll be back in a moment. You're Down Home with David.
Get a great night's sleep every night on a Northern Nights mattress. Tune in Saturday at midnight Eastern and throughout the day on QVC.
It doesn't feel like some big old TV show. It feels like a visit from a neighbor. It's a story that's unfolding. That's why I think it's such fun to watch. I love Sean. I love Mrs. Bennett. I call her Mrs. Bennett. I love all my girls. And I feel like people really relate to that. It's fun.
Watch QVC, QVC2, QVC3, and Beauty IQ anytime, anywhere. Check out QVC.com, the QVC apps, and the streaming apps to live stream more of what you love.
Discover what shines on the Big Fine Jewelry Show. Watch new, Monday at 1 p.m. Eastern on QVC. Then come back Friday, February 28th for the Big Fine and Friends Show featuring beauty and accessories at 7 p.m. Eastern on QVC.
Solution for you on Down Home with David. Connie Watts is joining us again. She brings us great lifestyle products, problem solution products. 8 years on QVC, is
Yes.
this right?
Well, 13 here if you count my backstage work with Mr. Hind.
True.
But 8 on air.
8 on air.
Yes.
Nice to have you back.
Nice
You bring
to be
us
here.
Magna Eye. This is a hands-free LED magnifier lamp with an adjustable arm. And I think when you see how neatly and nicely this works and how well you're going to be able to magnify things that are hard to see, you're going to understand why we fell in love with this when we first saw this. Our buyers showed this to me and said, David, what do you think about this for Down Home? And I was like, oh my gosh, The down homers are going to love this because it sheds light on the situation, but also enlarges the situation. And I think for all of us who are maybe battling a little bit of that, oh, I don't know, don't see the small print as well as we used to, this is going to really come to our rescue.
Right. It really is the ultimate in sight because you combine this very powerful 30 LED cool to the touch, the newest technology on the market today, light, which is very reminiscent of daylight. So it's this crisp, beautiful light. And when you turn this down and open up this door, what you show is magnification. So inside of here, there are 2 levels of magnification. So if you are struggling to see, maybe that fine print's getting a little bit hard, maybe you're not doing your favorite recreational things like crafting and sewing, because frankly, it's just a little bit too difficult to see, this is the best of both worlds. So super bright light, but you have the visibility with that magnification built right inside.
And it comes in 2 great colors. We've got it in the white, we have it in the black. I remember so many times visiting my grandma when I was little on Saturday nights, and she would paint her nails, and she'd have a little magnifying glass over there so she could see a little better. There'd be she'd sit right underneath the lamp so she could see a little better. This is the best of both worlds, right?
Yes, yes. Because
but it's hands-free.
It's hands-free. So maybe you are doing, that manicure for you. You're able to see everything, really have that visibility. It's distortion-free glass, real glass inside of here, and you're seeing, this is where we have that 4 times, that little circle right here. This is where we have that 1.7. Actually, I'll turn off the light and see, you can see that magnification there, but then that light takes it to another level. So even things that you didn't know the detail on before, it could be something like your flowers, maybe you are doing needle pointing. Now you can see everything. You have multiple levels of magnification, or maybe it's that small print, David. Maybe you have that medication.
Oh, it's the devil.
It's so hard to read. There we go. That's perfect. Thanks, guys. Now you can see all of that fine print beautifully
Now, what's
magnified.
this one little circle here?
That's the 4 times magnification. So you have multiple levels there. So if you get
I don't know if
really
we can see
close,
that if I bring this over.
you probably could.
Oh, hello.
There you go. Once the camera has to the second to focus on it, it's perfect. Beautiful visibility. Now remember, you do have the light. I think the light might be a little bit too much when we turn this on. It gets a little too bright, but at home, it really illuminates that beautifully.
Well, exactly. And you'll have, it kind of blows it out on camera.
It
but at
does,
home,
yeah.
you'll be able to see this really easily.
Mhm.
Now, needlepoint is something I think a lot of people are going to love this for. Recipes, reading small print. I tell you, I struggle more so than I ever have before with smaller print. This is going to be great. If you're doing repair like on eyeglasses and you got those little tiny screws, you're doing some intricate sewing work or needlepoint. All these kinds of things work out so beautifully. The price on this I'm in love with. This is $39.98. We've also got it on 5 easy payments of only $8. This is not a battery situation. You simply plug it in.
You plug it in. There's one switch to turn it off and on. It's great for things like even like splinters. Great for reading the medication. Because the light is around 5,000 kelvins, it's very reminiscent to daylight. So if you are going to be doing your makeup, it's perfect for that. We'll slide this in. Look at how magnified and great that looks. Now, if you are needle pointing, you have to count every single one of those little squares right there. It's a beautiful shot of that 4 times. Look at that little circle where you can see everything, and that's even without being super close to the light.
Wait.
Isn't that amazing?
There it is. Wow. That.
That's why we call this the ultimate in sight, the ultimate in vision. Combining that light with that magnification and those multiple levels. Now this does all the hard work for you, because eye fatigue's a real thing, David. How many times your eyes hurt after staring at something for too long because you're squinting and you're struggling?
Well, you know what's happening is the muscles in your eyes are working overtime to focus and do all those kinds of things. That's what ends up giving you the headaches and gives you the discomfort.
Yeah.
Your eyes become tired and weary. This is going to give you that really close-up look. It'll illuminate and magnify all in one.
All at the same time. And you don't have to be older to benefit from something like this. I'm 38. I don't share this very often, but I've worn glasses since I was 5, and I've had 3 different eye surgeries on my eyes. I'm due for a 4th one, but right now the benefits to me aren't outweighing some of the potential risks that are involved with that surgery. So something like this is so nice to have on hand, to be able to see things, to not strain our eyes. This is something that you want to use, whether it's in the kitchen for the recipes.
Right.
Maybe it's for your medication. Maybe it's reading ingredients, the things that we struggle with. This is a great tool.
Maybe
for
it's
all
reading
of
the
that.
date keeper on your watch. I've actually taken pictures of it with my phone and pinched and zoomed before to see what the number was, because sometimes the print's that small. Let's tell you that we've now taken orders for Over 600 of these are now gone, and I love that it can be a regular desk lamp, but when you open up that little trapdoor on top, now you've got a little bird's eye view that is also magnified. This is going to be great. Splinters can be such a problem. Reading small print on medication. And let's just not, I mean, small print on medication is not just a hassle to try to read. It can be a health issue if you read it incorrectly or don't read all the information about what you've got going on or how often you should take it, if it's a new medication, etc. Now, this just fits neatly on the desktop or on the bedside table, wherever you are, right?
Bedside table. It sits beautifully. And let's talk about the light that's inside of this. So this light is super bright. There's 30 LEDs inside of here. You can see as it illuminates my shirt, illuminates me. It's that perfect light to even do your makeup with. So even if you just used it as a light source, it's really beautiful. It's Cobb LED, so it's the newest LED technology. I'll turn it so you can see. Cool to the touch, completely cool. So when we put our hands on it, you don't have to worry about the kiddos. And then when we pop this door down, that's where that magnification is. So 2 different levels.
In this black, I have 1,200 left.
Oh, wow.
In the white, I have 1,200 left.
Oh, wow.
Price and easy pay go away. End of day today. Tonight, as in midnight. Don't miss out on this because these are going very quickly. They're adjustable as well.
They are adjustable. You can turn, you can move, you can adjust this to what you need to see, all the way down to really low. Maybe you're looking at coins, you know, maybe you're fixing those eyeglasses. Maybe there's old photos that you want to look at. Maybe it's that favorite book that you just want to read the poem outside of. You can get close to it. Remember, you can move this yourself. But it's all about that visibility, not just the magnification, but truly with the hands-free design.
Martin Van Buren.
Yes.
Oh, this is a presidential coin.
And there's a lot of dates around the sides of that you could never, ever read.
Would it be easier to see if I turn the light off?
Yeah, the light is so bright, it's almost too bright for our cameras
There
to see.
There's Martin Van Buren. Can you see him?
Yeah. You can see
Hi,
him
Marty.
beautifully. Real glass, distortion free, the best of the best with this. Super high quality.
Wow. Check that out. Now, these are very, very popular. When our buyer showed these to me, I was super excited about this because I knew our down homers would be excited about an opportunity to be able to illuminate and magnify all at the same time. I have 1,000 left in the black and 1,000 left in the white. These are selling exactly evenly.
Wow.
How about that?
How about that?
This is V36907. Kylie Watts, a pleasure, my darling.
Thank you, David.
Mwah. Good to see you.
Good to see you.
Take advantage of that easy pay and get that and your price before it expires at end of day today. Now, we have a lot more happening in Down Home with David tonight. We have the big deal from this weekend, HP's TouchBook. Check this out. So it's a touchscreen computer from HP. This is coming up in about 10 minutes time. We're going to talk to you about how important it is to be able to stay connected and what a good deal it is when it's QVC2's big deal. You don't have to wait or watch Q2 to get it this weekend. You can get yours tonight, and we'll tell you about that in about 10 minutes time. In the meantime, we're going to make our way over and talk to you about exercise. Now, I know you hear that word and you start to cringe. Don't cringe, because you know how much time I'm going to ask of you each day for this? 1 minute. You're like, did he say 1 minute? I said 1 minute. 1 minute using this Legmaster Slim Total Body Toning and Strengthening Machine, and you're going to feel it and begin to see results. Let's welcome Fiona Summers. Her husband invented this machine for her after baby number 4. Nice to see you, friend. Nice to have you back. This is an amazing item, and when you and I presented this for the first time, I was so impressed with it, I ordered it.
I know.
I use it in my own home because how many minutes are there in a day?
Oh, 1,440.
Do you have just one out of those many? If you got 1 minute, we're going to make a difference. Talk to us about how this works.
Well, this was invented for me by my husband. I have 5 children now. I'm actually kind of lazy. I don't have any time. But I wanted to feel better after having had my children. I was getting very concerned about coughing and sneezing, and nothing fitted. And I said, invent something for me, but something that's going to work really quickly in really important female areas, and something I could do at home. He invented the Legmaster, and now I sell it around the world. We have sold so many.
You've sold 150,000 just here at QVC.
Oh, absolutely. And yeah, for lots of different reasons. The elderly, people who just had children, the young who want great legs. mobility, stability, strengthening, better night sleeps, for people who want to get some great results in literally a maximum of 60 seconds a day.
Now, the one that you're working on is the purple. The one I'm standing on, I believe, is the black.
Yes.
And then we have the royal blue as well. There is no assembly except to put the handlebar into the base.
Definitely.
Correct?
We want to take all the effort out of exercising. So literally, it does come fully assembled. You get it out the box, and this is ready to go. And if you're over 350 pounds and you prefer to be under, or maybe you're not that stable, you just want to use it sitting down, this is perfect. And the only thing to do apart from this is put the handlebar in, and then
So
you're
let me
good to
be
go.
clear. It will hold 350 pounds of weight standing up.
Yes.
If you decide that you are not all that comfortable standing on it, or you happen to be over 350 pounds, you can sit down and use it.
Absolutely.
But here's what's going to happen. I'm going to put this card down. Because once you get on this, you're going to bring your feet in and bring them out. In, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. That doesn't seem hard, does it? No, in, out, in, out. You're going to do this all the time. Oh, I can do this for hours. Let me just tell you, you're going to do this for 30 seconds and you're going to start feeling winded. After 45 seconds, you're going to start sweating. And after a minute, you're going to say, I'll see you tomorrow. This works. It is extraordinary. Now, you all have seen on my Instagram, I've started back to the gym. I am on my treadmill, and I am exercising, making smarter eating choices. But this is also going to be part of my regime as well, because when you see how many muscles you engage with this, I think you'll understand why we've sold 150,000 of them. Tell us about this.
Well, the secret is in the curve. You're doing something different to walking and cycling. It's lateral movements, lifting really big muscles, working big muscles, great for mobility, stability. Maybe you're getting a bit more elderly and you don't want to fall. This is great. Burning big calories, so really good for slimming and toning. Using a very small, flexible handlebar, you're engaging the core muscles, the upper arm muscles. This is what is happening inside. Ladies, you need to look at this. If you just had children or you're getting a bit more elderly, a bit concerned about coughing and sneezing. On the left-hand side is somebody standing on a leg master, the black handlebar in the front. Nothing is happening here. On the right-hand side is within 60 seconds, and these are the muscles that are being woken up. They're being activated. They're being toned and strengthened, literally within 60 seconds. And yes, in the lower abdomen, maybe it's a flatter stomach you want. Maybe it's, it's the inner thigh, it's this pelvic floor area. If these are the areas that you're really, really wanting to make a big difference on in a microscopical amount of time, this is perfect.
Do you want to have a leg off?
I'm about 15 seconds into my minute, and I'm feeling it. My legs are starting to talk to me. My quads, my hamstrings, I'm feeling it into my glutes. Now I'm about 30 seconds into this, and you're starting to feel the hair that I'm a little winded. You do that for about 45 seconds, and you're sweating. And after a minute, you're like, oh, dear heavens, I can't do this anymore. This is crazy. You own this, don't you?
Oh, this is so good. See, here's the thing. David, I've had 2 kids.
Yes.
This is an essential. It's a necessity. I told my mom about this. It was so good.
Yeah?
And she was in physical therapy. And the physical therapist checked this out and said, Jill, you should actually do this at home, because it's the same exercises and things like that. So, I mean, I'm not a doctor, but as far as the things that she was looking to achieve, as someone who's had 2 kids too, and this is a hard area, that
Very
pelvic
hard.
floor, the legs, a hard area to target.
Yes.
Exactly. And when you realize you're causing so many of those muscles to fire, what you're doing is you're stoking your furnace, your internal furnace. Now, this by itself is not a weight loss device. You couple this with responsible low-fat eating and regular exercise, and you begin to see what we call meaningful weight loss.
Absolutely.
But what we need is a jump start, and what we need is an opportunity to do this maybe in the privacy of our own home. Because we're not in a shape that we maybe feel good about and going into a gym and parade around in front of all those folks who are in way better shape than us. And it's a bad time of year because weather is bad, and who wants to go to the gym? And by the time you get dressed and get ready to get in the car, you're like, oh, forget about it, I'll just stay home. This is something you can do in the privacy of your own home. Do you have 1 minute a day? 60 seconds. Now, you may think that that's nothing, and you'll get on this, and you can do this for 5 minutes. If you can, God bless, take a picture. I want to see it. Because you get on this for 1 minute, and you're going to feel it. This is huge.
But you want to feel it, but you want to feel it quickly. And that's what I love about the Legmaster and literally millions of people worldwide is it is instant gratification. It's helping to burn calories. It's helping tone, slim. For those internal muscles, us women after 5 children, people who want to get some really great results but fast are absolutely loving it. It takes the effort out of exercising, which is what I love.
We also put it on a really great sale price tonight, $79.98, almost zero assembly. You simply take this handlebar and place it into the bottom. Kim is our model who's been reading a book and sitting, or on her tablet. So she's back here in the back sitting down.
Wait,
Take this
she
to
said
work
she's
with
shopping.
you. Oh, she's shopping. Even better. Search Down Home with David on QVC.com. But this is what's crazy. Look how she's able to, under the desk, get her movement in.
Absolutely, and it's cardiovascular. It's going to help burn calories. It's going to help with slimming. Maybe you've got those New Year's resolutions and they've already gone to pot. This is something which you can commit to because it is 60 seconds a day. Sit down, get moving. Great way to get started. You know, maybe mobility, stability. You know, we're all living a lot longer. You know, the more elderly we get, the more we don't want to fall. We just don't know where to start. This has been great for that. 5 children, yes, very concerned about coughing and sneezing. You know where I'm going. Absolutely brilliant for people like that. But if it's just better looking legs, you know, summer bodies are made in winter, then it's absolutely perfect. That if it's all of those reasons that you want, yes, get it home, 60 seconds a day. If I have 60 seconds, I tell you, the whole of America has 60 seconds.
Exactly. And what I typically do, I do it in the morning before I get in the shower.
Oh, good idea.
Because it's one of those situations where I'm able to get my minute in, and then when I'm nice and sweaty, I go and get the shower and wash off. Now, this is your purple. I have the black that I'm standing on, and you got the royal blue. All of this coming together for you on 6 easy payments of $13.33. Give it a try. You've got a 30-day unconditional money-back guarantee. 600 of these are now gone. Fiona, a pleasure, darling. Good to see you again. Real quickly, I want to let you know we have Dynatrap. We had this in the first hour of the show tonight. 8,600 ordered at this great clearance price. A lot of folks picking up more than one of these. Available in the black or the white, but black is much more limited. Stay on the line for this. I've got about 2,800 remaining in the black. What you want to do is make sure you get yours while the getting is good and take advantage of that remarkable clearance price, and we'll get you all squared away with that. We are less than 20 minutes away from a one-time only value, and we've got an hour left in our program. This is from Luminara, and what are you getting? You're getting a 4, a 6, and an 8-inch candle in this new rustic wax flameless candle design. You touch these and you feel the texture. You see the crackle or the rustic finish, and they're just simply beautiful. Set of 3 here. This is a one-time only price. 5 payments of $14.99. The price will expire at $10.59, exactly 1 hour from now. 1 hour from now. Now, I have coral, most limited, only 150 in the coral. Here it is for you in the ivory. Available. Move over here to our gray, 400 in the gray, and finally the sea glass. Sea glass is available. This is a one-time only, expiring price in exactly 59 minutes from now. Start dialing in for that now. Right now, though, we're going to ask the question and get an answer. What the tech? It's also QVC2's big deal for this Saturday on QVC. And if you're not aware, QVC has a sister channel called QVC2. Every day they have a value of the day, like we call ours the Today Special Value. QVC2 calls theirs the big deal. The big deal on Saturday comes to us from HP. And Alex from HP is here, looking dapper in his sweater. Good to have you back, buddy.
Great to be here.
This is exciting because what we're talking about is the HP 14-inch touch laptop. This is an Intel computer with 4 gigs of RAM, 64 gigs of onboard memory, but an SD card comes with an additional 64 gigs of memory.
That's right.
You get an external Bluetooth mouse, and you get Office 365 Personal for 1 year included.
That's right.
And I've got 4 colors, Mr. Alex.
You sure do.
The gold, the silver, the white, and the rose gold. Let's point that out. Now, this one, and I can't see from here, is that one the
gold?
Gold, thank you. Gold, silver, and then down here is the rose gold.
That's right.
Already popular, and then I have it in white. Now, this value story, Alex, you all rocked the house on this value.
We did.
$729.14 is what you would pay at retail. We are a whisper shy of $300 less. What if someone told you today you were going to save $300 on an item that you were really interested in buying?
I'd be very happy.
Would you be pretty excited about that? I think that'd be the day you'd play the lottery on the way home, right? So you're going to save $300 on this tonight. And this is not a Brand X computer, my friends. This computer is HP. I will tell you also, there is 12-month special financing with your Q card. How does that work? We'll approve the full big deal price of $429.96 on your Q card, give you 12 months to pay it off. You'll do two things for me. You'll make each of your monthly minimum payments on time, pay off the entire amount within 12 months, and you are charged 0 interest. Alex, let's get back to that global brand we're talking about.
That's right.
HP is a company that's been around how long?
81 years.
81 years.
That's right. So that's a long time.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they're known around the world.
We sure are, and for a good reason. We build great quality products that you know and trust. I'm certain that you've heard of the HP brand. We're constantly reinventing. As a matter of fact, our slogan is keep reinventing, and you're going to see so many incredible new features in this computer that you might not have thought ever existed, and I'm really excited to be able to share that with you here today, David.
How many of you have a college student who came home at Christmas time and said, Mom, Dad, Grandma, Grandpa, the computer I'm using at school is just not cutting the mustard. It's big, it's bulky, it's heavy, it's hard to lug around campus. All the kids have the smaller, sleeker, more powerful, faster computers. And if it was also a touchscreen, would that be kind of the combination of a laptop and a tablet all in one? Yeah. This is what we got for you. And if you are buying this for your student, you're buying this for yourself because you travel, you're buying this because you're tired of that dinosaur desktop giant bus-sized monitor, and you want to upgrade to a really fast, compact, easy-to-use computer, it's yes, yes, and yes to all those questions.
That's right, and I'd love to talk about what makes it fast. Let's talk about this processor, which I like to say is the brain or the engine behind your computer. This is the Pentium Gold processor from Intel. This is one of the most powerful Pentium processors that Intel has ever made, and it all starts with that. You're also going to notice this screen. You're going to notice it is a 14-inch Micro Edge HD display with narrow bezel. Now, what that means is, if you notice, this is what's called the bezel here. It's very narrow. Why do I personally love this? Because it seems much bigger than a 14-inch display.
I said that to you before we went on the air tonight.
Exactly.
I was looking at this and I said, Alex, is this the actual computer? He said, yes. I said, this looks bigger than 14 inches.
That's right, and it's because of that narrow HD display. You're going to absolutely love that. That's one of my favorite features about this computer. And look at this battery life. 12 hours and 15 minutes. That's thanks to the technology that's built inside. We've worked very hard to increase battery life. We know the importance of it because at the end of the day, we're streaming more. We're taking our computers everywhere. Our computers are now more than just an object, a technology piece where we do work. We play, we stream, we communicate more than ever, and that's why battery life is so important. And look at this. Let's say you are running low on battery life. We have something called Fast Charge, which allows you to charge your computer 50% in just 45 minutes.
So you can charge up to 50% in just 45 minutes. So
That's
say
right.
you're about to get on a plane to go cross country.
Yep.
You get to the airport and you're like, oh, I forgot to charge my laptop. And you got an hour before the plane boards. You plug that bad boy in and let Fast Charge do the rest.
That has happened to me plenty of times, and it is a lifesaver. I absolutely love Fast Charge.
We have 4 color choices, but one of them is already super popular. And I'm going to tell you right now, if we sell it out tonight, they're not going to have it on Q2 on Saturday.
Nope.
Sorry, because this is all we have for the big deal. We're giving you a preview tonight on Main Channel. A lot of you may not be around on Saturday to be watching television. Maybe you don't watch Q2 on a regular basis, or you just won't be around to make the purchase on Saturday. You can make it tonight. I have 4 colors for you. Now, this one is the gold, rather.
Right.
Is that better? Okay. Gold, silver. This one is white, but super popular is rose gold. Most popular is rose gold. And I'll tell you what, Alex, it's important for everyone to know that rose gold continues. I don't care what year it is. It's the color of the year every year.
It's like the color of the decade. Rose gold has caught on fire and is not going anywhere soon. You see it in fashion, and now you've seen it in electronics. And what I love about what we do here, David, and I know you've got the white one there, which is great. It's got the white keyboard as well.
Yeah, and we hold these two up because the rose gold has a rose gold keyboard and the white has a white keyboard. The other 2 colors, the gold and the silver, have a black keyboard.
That's right.
But while we've got a close-up on you with it open, would you give us a tour of the machine?
Oh, absolutely. So let's start right over here. I love this because if you're going to be traveling with this, it's wonderful to have. This is a Kensington lock slot. So what you can do is you can get a Kensington lock, plug in your computer. Let's say you're going to the coffee shop or you're using this as a college student and you want to lock it and walk away. You can lock your computer. computer and make sure that it's safe. Right next to that, you've got what I like to call the port of the future. This is USB-C. You're going to be seeing this everywhere. You already are. You can plug your computer in, get power. You can also transfer information with USB-C. That is the port of the future. Right over here, you've got an SD card slot, which is wonderful because if you want to expand the internal storage of the computer, which is currently 64 gigabytes, you can add an SD card and automatically increase the storage. As a matter of fact, take a look at this. You're going to get a 64 gigabyte SD card in addition to what you currently have inside of the computer. So we are doubling the internal, we're doubling the storage capacity of your computer. And if you want, you can purchase a higher capacity SD card out there as well. Now I'm going to spit it over to the other side right over here. Very simple. This is your power input. Right next to that, I love this too. This is the Ethernet port, and in case you don't have Wi-Fi where you're traveling or you want to hardwire at home, you could do that. This is fantastic. This is one of my favorite ports. This is the HDMI out. So let's say, for example, you're streaming that show on Netflix or Hulu or Prime Video, and you want to see it on the big screen, just plug in any standard HDMI cord to the TV, and you can do that. You've got two super speed USB ports here. They're 10 times faster than your standard USB. And then you have your headphone and microphone jack right there. So as you can see, David, this computer has so much on the inside, so much on the outside.
And backlit keys.
Backlit keyboard, which I can show you.
Backlit, let me move this over a little bit, buddy.
Thanks so much.
Backlit keys are going to be so important, and that's one of the features that we don't think a lot about until we don't have it.
Oh, absolutely.
But if you have it, you're so glad you do when the lights are low, you're on an airplane, the lights are off, you're working while everyone's sleeping, you're in bed, your sleeping partner's asleep, and you're still up doing some work for that big presentation at work the next day. Your backlit keys are going to make a big difference. I don't know if we can bring our lights down in the studio, but we'll work on that. I just see some people scurrying to the light board, so perhaps that'll happen shortly. But this is what's great. You've got an opportunity to have this work for you in every situation.
That's right. Let's take a look at this. So I'm just going to hit the little button there, and you can see the keys illuminate. It's still a little bright in here, so it might be hard to see. But this is not just any backlit keyboard, David. This is what I like to call a two-step backlit keyboard because right now it's at full capacity. I can hit the button again. It's going to dim it, and then I can just hit it one more time, and it's going to completely turn off. So that is a feature that we normally had reserved for our really high-end, more expensive laptops that we have brought to this computer as the QVC2 Big Deal. And you notice what I'm doing here, David? I've got it with one hand. That's because this computer is so lightweight, it weighs just 3 pounds. Look at that.
3.16 pounds. That's crazy.
Isn't it?
This is a remarkable deal. Take a look at this value story again, because I'm going to tell you, if you've been shopping for a computer and you're needing something that's really portable, something that you can take on the go, give to your college student, this is the perfect size. This is high-definition display, webcam built in, everything you're going to need going on. At retail, this same pack-up, $729.14. Tonight, we're going to save you $299.18. We are a whisper away from $300 less. Now, in addition to all of that, you're going to get great services and software. So it's important to realize you're getting a year's worth of Office 365 Personal included, plus all these other great titles. Remember, if you were to go out and buy all these separately, you'd pay way more than the price you're seeing on your screen. We've got an opportunity for you to get it all tonight for $300 less, 6 easy payments. Use the Q card, and you've got 12-month special financing. 100 of these are out the door, and I will tell you, we don't bring in as many big deals as we do today's special values, because not as many folks get QVC2. So we never bring in as much quantity on QVC2 as we do on main channel. So when I tell you 100 are already gone, we don't have that many more in rose gold, silver, white, or gold left to go around. Please understand that this is your opportunity to get it now. Lock in the great value, know you've got it coming your way, and we deliver it straight to your doorstep wherever it needs to go.
And one thing that you mentioned, David, that I really want to talk about is the fact that this comes with Office 365, and that's so important because Office 365 has incredible programs that you probably already know and are familiar with and use all the time, including Word, which is truly the gold standard for creating documents. But it's not just about writing. There's so many other wonderful things that you can do with Word. So I'm going to give you just a brief example of the things that you can do. So right here, I have a variety of different templates. And if I wanted to, we all know Valentine's Day just passed, right? But if I wanted to, maybe you're a little bit late, you're in a hurry, there's not too many selection of Valentine's Day cards left, you can go ahead and try to salvage the relationship by going to Office, selecting your very own card.
At this point, I think you better send a St. Patrick's Day card.
There you go, that too. Maybe an apology. We can write an I'm sorry note on here as well.
I'm thinking an apology, flowers, and a St. Patty's Day card might be in order at this point.
There you go. So look how quickly I just downloaded that. I can then go ahead and customize this however I want, and then I'll go to File, I'll hit Print right over here,
Notice
and then I can
this is a touchscreen that allows you to do all that with just your fingertip.
Absolutely, and I can just hit Print, and then it will get sent to my wireless printer if I had one, and as a matter of fact, we do have one available.
And there's information on the screen if you'd like to pick up the wireless printer. We are a one-stop shop. We've got it all for you right here. From home decor to cleaning items to electronics to beauty to fashion to kitchen and culinary, QVC's got everything you're looking for, and you're going to find a lot of that on Down Home with David as well. So that wireless printer is starting to work. Messages are being sent. It's making up its mind on what's going to print for us, and all this coming together for you as Saturday's QVC2 Big Deal. This is your opportunity to shop early tonight. I've got 4 colors. This is the gold. This is the silver. Both have black keyboards. Then the white down below, that has a white keyboard, but most popular is rose gold. Don't miss out on this opportunity. We've got a great price for you. We've got great easy pay on this, and with Q-Card special financing, 12 months to pay this off with no concern and no worry. This is very, very popular, and so many of you now are making your choice. This is the perfect portable computer.
It is, and this is also an extremely safe computer because one thing that we haven't even talked about yet is the fact that this has Windows 10 in S mode. So the S can stand for everything from safety, security, speed. What it does is it does not allow you to download anything that could possibly harm your computer. So if you're a person that's maybe not tech savvy and you're concerned about clicking things or maybe downloading things that might harm your computer, you don't have to worry about that. You've got thousands upon thousands of apps that you can download in the Windows Store, which I'll show you here in a second, and you can rest assured knowing that everything that you download is safe, it's all vetted through Microsoft, and it's just the perfect type of operating system for maybe a college student, for a person's first computer, or maybe you are tech savvy, but you just want to be safe. Windows 10 in S mode is definitely the way to go.
And you're going to love all the great colors. You're also going to love the easy pay, and you'll love our value story. Take a look here again, reminding you, at retail, you're looking at $729.14. We are just about $300 less tonight. Now, if you're not going to be around on Saturday and don't have an opportunity to place your order then, you can place it right now with 4 color choices to choose from, 6 easy payments on your credit card of $71.66, and 12-month special financing on that Q card if you choose to use it. 64 gigs of onboard memory. An SD memory card comes included with 64 more gigs, that great Bluetooth wireless mouse, and 4 great fashion colors to choose from. Gold, silver, white, but what is most popular tonight, Alex, is the rose gold. And we're also always excited to have that and you back.
Thank you,
sir.
Nice
to see you, buddy.
Likewise.
Now, stay on the line here. We're going to get you all squared away. A quick reminder, however, on our CPR call blocker. We gave you a first look at our show a little earlier this evening on CPR call blocker with the 3-inch display. We'll block up to 6,500 numbers from ever calling you again, and half our quantity is now gone. I have fewer than 900 to go around, and that price, it's easy pay, and all of it disappears at midnight Eastern time tonight, which you don't want to let happen if you want to block all those calls. And remember, it is an election year. There are going to be a lot of political calls that I would just as soon not listen to. So this is an opportunity for you to block them all and get them out of your life, and more importantly, off your phone. This is E233905. Time for a one-time only value. And 200 of you have already dialed in, because when the show is over, the deal is over. That's the whole idea of a one-time only price. And we're so excited to bring you Luminara tonight. A set of 3 rustic wax flameless pillar candles. This is a garden of candles. You get 3. First, let me introduce Brittany Levine, a lifestyle expert for 10 years. Great to have you back on QVC. Nice to see you. These are beautiful. Tell us a bit about Luminara.
Yes. So if you haven't heard of Luminara, you may have seen them all over the world in some of the biggest hotels, amusement parks. They are the most realistic looking flames, flameless candles that you will ever see. So much so that you almost need to do a double take when you leave your house. I know you said before when you and your friends have left your house, they said, David, make sure you blow out your candles. Exactly, exactly. My husband says it all the time to me, and I'm like, they're the Luminara candles. We don't have to do it because they look that realistic.
And they're perfect. Now, when we say a garden of candles, we're talking about 3 different sizes, and you get all 3 in this offer.
All 3, correct.
Talk to us about what we're getting.
Yes, so this is what we call our pillars, these rustic looking candles. So you see, here we have the sea glass. This is one of our newest color palettes, so we're so excited because we're really debuting this tonight. You don't always see this color.
Right.
So it comes off in that bluish sea glass tone. I know a lot of you online were asking, is this blue? Is this green? More of a bluish tone.
And our three sizes are
4, 6, and 8 inches.
Perfect.
Yep, and they all come in this 3-inch diameter that you all know as you know
This
Luminara.
plate and these decorative stones are not included. We just did that to show you how beautifully you can decorate with these. Yeah. You'll get just the candles in the collection. Now this is
our gray.
Okay.
Okay, so very modern, goes with every contemporary thing in your house. Also, just every different style too. And then we have our ivory, which is our most popular. So this really, what's great about this collection is it pairs with everything. Our ivory, and then we have finally, this is our coral, which so excited to bring this to you. This is something that you really never, ever see.
Now, I'm gonna hold this because I want you to, we're gonna come in nice and close. Because I want you to see the texture on this candle. This is what you call the rustic wax. Oh, that's a perfect shot.
Yes, the distress there. So this is a big trend right now in home and design. You're seeing a lot of this distressed looking. So if you even were to scratch it, this is something where it's real wax. Nothing's going to show, but it's still going to have that beautiful, distressed look to it and real rustic feel. So again, it's lifelike to the touch, but it goes with absolutely everything, no matter what style home you have, no matter what style decor.
Now, the batteries go in the bottom. You'll need, I believe, 2 C batteries.
2 C batteries, yeah.
C like Charlie.
It's about 600 hours of glow time, right?
And what is our timer situation here?
So it comes with what's amazing about the Luminara candles, everything comes with our remote. So this has the 4, the 6, and the 8-hour and 10-hour timer.
Perfect.
So you can choose that, and all of these are about 600 hours of glow time with those 2 C batteries.
That's amazing.
But if you want to set them for when you come home, when you arrive, if you want to sit down and have those candles already lit on the table for dinner time, you can do that and just choose with your timer options.
I decorate every season of the year in my home with Luminara candles, and I love leaving these lit on their timer mode, even when I'm not at home.
Right.
Because most common sense people would think, well, no one would ever leave a lit candle and leave their house, so someone must be home, right? I think that they're a great security device when they're on their timer mode inside your home near a window, and someone that's just casually passing by or casing the joint sees a lit flickering candle inside. Well, oh my gosh, someone's home. I'm not going there. Because clearly no one would ever leave their house with a lit candle burning, at least not on purpose.
Exactly.
So this is what it's all about. Take advantage of these. You get 3, a 4, a 6, and an 8-inch candle. We call this a candle garden.
A candle garden, right. And in a lot of these design trends and a lot of the magazines and the shows I attend, everything comes in 3s. Everyone wants to have these different pillar designs where you can either take something, and we can demonstrate, you could just put this in back, put this in front, really arrange it on your table. You can go down in succession like so. So it's just something that goes and flows.
Let me update real quickly on coral. Right. I have 8 dozen now left in coral, and then we'll take it off the table. Okay. We are super, super busy. This is a one-time only price. Price will expire now in about 39 minutes, 38 minutes.
Yes.
If you want the ivory, I have $950 to go around.
Okay.
Here is the gray. This is a smoky gray. $400 in this smoky gray. And then finally the sea glass, which is much more blue. about 600 to go around.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, as we enter into spring and we're starting to get a little bit of the warmer weather, I see baby showers, I see bridal showers. Some of these sea glass and coral patterns, when combined together,
Sure.
you can see that this would be great for a boy or girl, something to put on the tables.
Yep.
The spring palettes, we're getting into the Easter season.
Well, all these colors are perfect for springtime.
Right.
And I think that's what makes these so great. Being able to have that beautiful garden of candles, put them on the timer mode, these are the little touches that make a house a home. Luminara is that name synonymous with realistic looking flickering candles. But no heat, no soot, no worry, no flame.
No flame.
You can put these anywhere, even inside bookcases.
Yes, well, I love that you mentioned that, just because decorating your shelves, we have them, scattered about the set over here.
Sure.
It's something where you don't have to worry that it's there. And if you have small children at home, I know my niece and nephew, they're running around, they're playing hockey.
Pets.
Yes, pets too, tails wagging. You want to make sure that this flame is not going to fall, this flame is not going to affect your furniture, your tables, and it's going to stay the same. I love, the real candles with the wax going down, you're going to have to replace them. You never will with these.
If you wait until 11:01 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, you're going to pay more for these. This price disappears in now 38 minutes. Actually, make that 37 minutes. And what you should also know that we are now last call in coral. Now, this is a delicate orangey, pinky red.
I like
that makes sense?
Yeah, it's a little sunset, right? If you,
even better.
Yep.
Even better.
Yep.
So it's kind of a pinkish sunset.
Yes, I love
Might be
that.
a good way to describe it. We're last calling coral.
Okay.
Now, ivory, classic, always a popular choice.
Right.
How many do we have to go around in the ivory? 850 to go around in the ivory. Then we have gray, and this is a light, more smoky gray. I see
Yes.
maybe a little blue in there.
A little subtle, exactly, but it goes with everything. Gray, you could pair literally with anything on your shelf, whether you have a black table, a brown table, your furniture is white. It goes with absolutely everything in your home.
And then finally,
we have the sea glass. Yes, and I know a lot of you online were asking about the sea glass. I saw a lot of your questions. This is a little bit more of a bluer sea glass. You're walking on the beach, you see those sea glass stones like we have below here. That's what that color brings out.
well, I don't know if you've ever seen the little pieces of glass that people collect on the beach.
Yes.
That's been tumbled by the salt water over and over and over again for years and years, and it becomes very smooth. This is the kind of look that would just be beautiful with that kind of collection in your home. Maybe a coastal look that you're looking for, something that would be very special. Now, we do want to let you know we have now sold out of coral.
Okay.
Coral is gone. So actually, you know what I may do? Just hand you the whole
The
display.
tray.
There we are.
There we go.
Christmas for you,
Okay.
buddy.
Bye,
All right,
coral.
so we have sold out of coral. We still have the ivory.
Mhm.
Beautifully done in that ivory. 4, 6, and 8-inch candle. And then we've got the gray.
The gray, right?
Gray's our most limited now with 350 to go around in the gray.
Thank you. Yeah.
Here's it.
And then our sea glass.
And our most popular is the sea glass.
Okay.
Now, 500 left in that sea glass. What you need to be aware of is that we are getting limited in our choices. Your time is not on your side because at 11 p.m. Eastern Time tonight, actually 10:59 Eastern Time tonight, when Susan Graver joins us for her final hour of the day, this price will be over. Now, that's the difference between a one-time only and a today-only price.
Right.
Today-only price lasts all day. This lasts for the show in which it's presented. And that's exactly what's happening right now. We're very, very busy. How many gone now? 700 sets ordered in this presentation. Lots and lots of you making your choice with 5 easy payments. At retail, this is $101, Brittany.
Yes.
We're $26.05 less tonight.
Crazy.
And I own a lot of these candles, and when you see a great deal, you should buy them because they're not always priced this well.
That's correct. And this is something where we don't always see the distressed detailing, the rustic wax detailing on these candles. I am taking my nails and digging against it. Nothing is changing to the wax. That's something where on a regular candle, you would definitely make those indentations. Nothing is happening.
There is no fragrance in these candles, but they are certainly beautiful. Take advantage of these now. They're H222430. Brittany Levine, a pleasure to have you with us.
So great to see
nice
you.
to see you, my friend. Now, stay on the line here. We're going to check in with Allie, who's got another update for us on our today-only price.
Well, speaking of other great deals in the show, this is from Roberta's. If you missed out, our Hardy Hibiscus is still available, mixing 3 different shades of a hibiscus so it really looks like an artisan-designed landscape. We have over 11,000 ordered just today. And that's $4,500 just in this show alone. You guys, there's only a couple hours left of the day. At the end of the day, this price goes up. You won't see it lower for the next 6 months, and you get blooms in 80 days. Oh, it's so good. Okay, thinking of something else that also sounds very good. This next product that David shows you is going to show you is near and dear to my heart. Check this out.
Well, we're going to ask you about that because this is another David's Down Home deal tonight, and we're going to bring you something called Zvox. This is the AccuVoice TV soundbar with dialogue boost. This is made by a company that produces hearing aids.
That's right.
Now, how many times are you sitting in your living room with your family watching a television show, and one or more persons in the room says, "What did he say? What was that funny thing everyone's laughing about? Can you roll it back? I didn't hear it." What if we can make the sound more clear and better the first time? Craig Smith is one of our electronic experts for how many years now, sir?
10 years.
10 years
10
on
years
QVC.
been here now at QVC, yes.
He is a techno wizard, this guy, but you don't need to be.
No, you don't.
To make this work. Now, what you're buying is this bar.
That's right.
This rectangular shaped bar is what you're going to buy tonight. Super easy to connect to your television.
One cable into the TV, one cable into a power outlet.
Can you plug one into the wall, one into the TV? If you can do those two, you're in business.
That's right.
I have 3 color choices. This is rose gold. I'll tilt it this way so you can see a little better. Rose gold. Gorgeous. In the middle, I've got it for you in titanium, which sold out the last time on the air, and it's our most limited tonight. I have 200 in that. No, that's not titanium.
That's the titanium. Yes,
that is titanium.
Yes, and
this one is the black. I beg your pardon. So black, titanium, and rose gold, most limited in titanium, sold out last time on the air, and I've got fewer than 200 in the titanium. Let's talk value real quickly, Craig, and then you're going to tell us all about this. $351.89 is what you'd pay at retail. What?
Yes.
It's quite a lot. We're going to save you almost $207 tonight, and then on top of all that great deal, free shipping and handling. So now we're saving you almost $220 delivered to your doorstep.
Gotta love that.
How does the Zvox work?
It is patented technology. The AccuVoice technology is patented, developed by this company. Now, we see a lot of great sound bars on there in the market that can give you that big booming sound that you get in the movie theater. This speaker can do that. This sound bar can do all of that. But more importantly, it actually boosts the human voice. So it's not about sound, it's about clarity. With the AccuVoice technology, you have 6 different settings that actually will grab the human voice and take it up a step and up a step and up a step until you hear the voices on your television as clear as you want to. And unfortunately, David, as we get these great televisions nowadays, these thin panel TVs, these are the speakers we now see in televisions. And oftentimes they're mounted pointing down or pointing back. They don't give you that crystal clear quality of sound. We pulled this out of a regular big screen TV. That doesn't give you great sound. This sound bar right here from Zvox is going to give you that crystal clear sound. We have a great way to show it to you as well.
Let's do that.
Okay, so let me start with now. I'm going to play the sound that's just going to come off the television set. So I'm going to unmute the TV, and you're going to hear what you naturally would hear off of a TV.
88 miles every 1 hour. Great Scott, right?
All right, now let me switch it over to the Zvox sound.
So why'd you move here?
Zvox. Hear what you've been missing.
We go back to TV sound.
Can't hear voices on TV? Zvox. AccuVoice patented hearing aid technology. Literally listen.
And switch to the Zvox sound.
Hear every comment during your favorite sporting.
You hear how that voice is boosted?
Goes wide. Jackson is lined up on near field. Smith is back in shotgun.
Back to TV sound.
It's all muffled.
Back to the Zvox sound.
Across the top, multiply across the bottom. 142,000 divided by 1609, you're going to get somewhere right around 88 miles every 1 hour. Great Scott, right?
And that's where that big boost happens.
So let's tell everybody what's happening here. What this is doing is going in and picking up the vocals, picking up the conversation.
The human voice.
And making the human voice more clear.
Yes.
What we're not doing is making the sound louder.
Nope.
Because that would just take a garbled sound and make it louder, right?
It's not more bass. It's not a big boom. It's just the human voice.
We're reaching in and grabbing the voice, making the voice better so you can hear it. This is made by a hearing aid company. What does a hearing aid do for you? It makes the voices and the sounds sharper, easier for you to discern and to hear and to understand. So if we're going to plug this into your TV and it's going to reach in and grab the voices only and make them better, you're going to hear it all. You'll hear the dialogue. You'll understand what's happening, and there'll be far less of that, what did they say? This is super easy and super effective. Now, 3 color choices. This is the rose gold. I've got it in titanium, but don't wait on that titanium. Fewer than 200 to go around. Sold out the last time it was on the air, and then I've got it for you in the black. Value story here, Craig, is extraordinary. We're calling this a David's Down Home deal because we're saving you $206.93 off of retail price.
Yes.
Then we're going to throw in free shipping and handling. So now your savings jumps to almost $220. You're saving way more than you're spending here.
And you're going to be able to hear your TV now. Especially think about all those shows we watch nowadays, David, that have the English accent in there. I know my friend from ZVox, he makes the comment, it turns British into English so you can hear it. How many times have you had to put the subtitles on your television set because of all the booming sounds in the background? This is going to solve that problem. And the remote, so remarkably easy to use. You have an AccuVoice button on here. There's actually 6 different levels of AccuVoice. So if you're watching a sporting event, you can press this button and put it on AccuVoice 2 or AccuVoice 3. Then you're watching your favorite drama. Maybe you boost it up to a 5. All you have to do is press this button and make the adjustment for the way you can hear your favorite show clearly. And unfortunately, a lot of us, as we get older, what do? We do this. We turn the volume up, and then we turn it up louder, and then we turn it up louder and louder and louder, and we still can't hear the human voice. Now you'll be able to hear what the actor or the announcer or whomever you're listening to, you'll actually hear the words coming out of their mouth, and it won't be that garbled mess.
Take a look here because I've turned it over and turned it around. 2 cables.
That's it.
Can you plug 2 cables in?
That's all you have to do.
If you plug 2 cables in, one's going to go to your wall outlet and the other's going to go to the back of your TV.
Yes, and it doesn't matter what kind of TV you have. We have what's called an optical cable. This is for all the newer television sets. A lot of people, Dave, we like to watch our favorite show in the bedroom. Maybe that's an older TV.
Sure.
And you're using those old audio cables. We're going to include both sets, so whether you have a newer TV or an older TV, I know a lot of people like to put this in the great room, but they also want to have it in that room in the bedroom where you're watching your favorite television show, or maybe in the basement or the workout area. That's why we include the old cables and the new cables for you as well.
So what if you could just add this to your television and it would just pick out the human voice and make it more clear?
Yep.
I think right there you've already jumped to the head of the class. What you've done now is you've taken the human voice and you've made it clearer. You've made it sharper. You made it easier to hear. So what we're going to do is transform your viewing experience. Take a look and a listen here. Now, we're going to first listen to just the TV speaker.
Okay. Let me unmute the TV here, and I'll mute the AccuVoice. There's the TV.
Sounds muffled.
Yep. There's the ZVox. And as I actually hit the AccuVoice button here on the remote, you'll be able to see within the ZVox. See where it says AC1 down there? That's AccuVoice 1. I can go AccuVoice 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. At each one of those steps, it boosts the human voice. Compare that to the regular television. There's the regular TV. That's a dramatic step from going, there's AccuVoice sound. I can hear the voice clearly. And there's your television sound. That's a big jump up, and that's why you want to be able to hear the voices. This is going to be able to do it for you.
This is rose gold. We've got rose gold for you. Titanium in the middle. Fewer than 150 in titanium. And finally, I have it for you in the black. Don't miss out on this. E233842. Craig, thank you.
Dave, great to see you.
Always good to see you, buddy. Now, let's have Allie update us on our collapsible stool, yes, from earlier.
Well, David, take a seat. This is the Mini Max, if you just tuned in. This is our telescoping stool. We had over 3,000 in the show already spoken for. Craziness. Because when you instantly just need that extra place to take a seat, whether you're cleaning or gardening or waiting in line at one of your favorite summer festivals, you have this. It is a hot pick on the day. The price, though, goes away at the end of the day. A lot of you are picking up on more than one, which I just think makes sense. It's V35639, and that'll even hold up to 275 pounds. Super stable, too, when you sit on that one as well. Okay, now check this out. because in just a few minutes, you get to bring the power to you. And I've been chatting here on David's Facebook page, David Venable QVC, and how have I been charging up my laptop. This is so cool. It's from Link to Home, so it's designed to nestle right next to either your bed, a chair, the sofa, and it's almost like an extension cord, but perfect so you can plug your favorite devices, your laptop, your smartphone. Super cool. So that's coming up in just a little bit, $23.50, so stay close. But spring is in the air as we're counting down to spring, and David's got something special.
It's time to spruce up your space, and we're going to spruce up your bedroom. If it's not in your budget to change the carpet, the wallpaper, the furniture, then change the look of the largest piece of furniture in the room. That's the bed. Change the look of the bed, you've changed the look of the room. Amy Scaglione is here. She has been one of our decorating and style experts for 17 years on QVC.
Can you believe it?
Tell us about Home Reflections.
Home Reflections is a collection of affordable, easy to mix and match pieces, your decor pieces, and beautiful pieces like your sheets and top of bed. We want to help you make a house a home with those easy change up.
Well, tonight we're going to bring you an unbelievable deal on sheets. Now, these are a cotton blend. These are 60 cotton, 40 poly. They're reversible sheets. I want you to think about 2 sets of sheets in one, because one side is the darker color, the other side reverses to the lighter color. You're going to get a flat sheet, a fitted sheet. You're going to get 4 pillowcases if you order the full queen, king, or cow king. Full queen, king, or cow king. And you'll get 2 pillowcases if you order the twin. Ordinarily at retail, a sheet set of this caliber would be $84. We are $34.02 less. Now let's talk about the sheet sets, because these are beautifully done, and I love that you've got 2 looks in one. You've got a designer right out of the box.
Right out of the box, and David, not only is it 2 looks in one, it's multiple looks in one, because your flat sheet, your fitted sheet, and all of your pillowcases are fully reversible. So maybe one day you're going to have this lighter tone of the gray facing up, and maybe on another day you're going to have the more saturated, darker tone. The same holds true for your fitted sheet.
Yeah.
So you could flip this over and do the lighter tone here. These are going to be mixing and matching to your heart's content, as well as your pillowcases. We did that right here for you. We put the lighter tone against the darker tone, and it was as simple as flipping the pillowcases over.
I love it. Now, let's go through color choices. The one on the bed is the gray.
This is the gray, which will go from a beautiful silvery gray to a light dove gray.
Perfect. And then we're going to go down front to our taupe.
This is our taupe. This is a beautiful light taupe, and then it will simply reverse to a very light taupe, but going to be the most similar in terms of the contrast of colors.
Next to that is the mauve.
The mauve is definitely purpley pink, and it will reverse to a lighter mauve.
Then we've got for you the blue.
Beautiful classic blue, and then it reverses to this light powdery blue.
And then sea glass.
Most dramatic. So if you're looking for a dramatic change up, we're going to go from sea glass to a silvery gray.
Really beautiful. I can tell you also, twin, full, queen, king, or California king, they're all sizes, one price. You're going to love also that these are machine wash, tumble dry. They are a cotton blend, which I love, because you've got 60-40 here. Durability, less chance for wrinkling. You've got something that is going to last and last and last and really be perfect. But talk to us about 600 thread count.
So our thread count's the number of threads in a square inch. When we talk about thread count, we're talking about vertically and horizontally, but then we're talking about what it's comprised of. And just like David said, it's going to be 60% cotton, which is that natural breathable fiber, balanced out with 40% poly, which gives us the durability, less likely to shrink up and pill. And then, David, what we did within that 60, 40, 600 thread count is we said, let's give them even more. Let's give them the opportunity to get creative at home and mix and match by doing reversible sheets. So when you get these home, play with them. Pull the comforter back, mix and match, and create some of your own looks. And if you have the opportunity to do it and it's in the budget, pick up a couple and mix and match. The mauve would be gorgeous with the gray, and then, boy, can you do a lot of mixing and matching opportunities.
Big time.
Because in decor, David, the trend is moving toward, think about adaptability. If we have a table that is a situation where we may dine at it sometimes, but it may tuck away, and we may work at it sometimes. It's the same concept in textiles. You want to be able to use them in multiple ways. So these aren't just another set of white sheets. They're a decorating opportunity to get creative with.
Now, the color that's on the bed is gray. We remember, these are reversible sheets. So one side is going to be darker, the other side is lighter. You're not getting two sets of sheets, you're getting reversible sheets.
Yep,
so one side is one color, one side is the other. You can see here as we open up this pillowcase, this is our mauve pillowcase, and then when you reverse it, you got that lighter pink.
And everything, David, I want to point out, particularly when we're talking about the pillowcases, are truly fully reversible. You're not going to have any ratty seams or the look of something not looking like it's reversible.
It's finished.
And when you get it home, even with the tag, it's as simple as pulling it off. You don't even have to cut it. It won't leave any seams, any holes. That's what we recommend. And then you can just flip it right back to the darker saturated side, should you choose to use it like that. Also, David, think about that French cuff look. You can fold it back just part of the way and get a different look as well.
Now, we are busy on our phone lines. Lots and lots of you really excited about all sizes, one price, which we really prefer.
Yes.
And to be able to bring this to you at such a great value tonight with this great quality of colors and the compliment of being able to reverse them, this just keeps giving and changing with your season. Now, on the bed is the gray.
Yep.
Remember, it's a darker gray reversing to the lighter gray, more of a dove gray. Now, closest to you, Amy, is the taupe.
This is the taupe. We can look here at the lighter versus the less saturated. Again, fully reversible from your flat to your fitted to your cases. David, this is the mauve, and as you can see, I did fold it back to show us a peek of both colors, but we're showing you it fully reversible in all the cases.
Sure.
That's your blue, from a beautiful classic blue, so restful for the bedroom, to a beautiful powdery blue.
Mm-hmm.
Sea glass is like just sort of a blue-green sea glass, more blue than green.
And then reverses to that gorgeous silvery gray.
Beautiful.
All of this is all size, one price, $49.98. That's for twin, full, queen, king, or California king. I own a Cal King bed, and I'll tell you, to be able to find a sheet set for my Cal King bed at under $50, huge.
Yeah, forget it.
Really, really important. Don't miss out on this tonight. This can be that great set of sheets you keep in the linen closet for when one set goes into the wash. Yeah. This one comes out, goes on the bed, or let this be the set that you use, and then the next time you make up the bed, reverse it.
Yeah, David, and what are they going to feel like on both sides? If you give that a feel, I've reversed it to that. Feels wonderful. It's going to feel like a sateen, and a sateen has a smoother feel to it. It has a drapey and a cool feel to it, and I always compare that to a percale because this is the simplest point of reference. A percale has a drier hand and tends to feel almost like a crisp white dress shirt. This is going to be drapier in that way. And then again, you have that 60% cotton for the breathability, so it's higher percentage of cotton. The balance of that poly for the durability and easy care, and then everything's reversible. All of the and extra pillowcases.
And extra pillowcases to boot. Now, to be clear, in the twin size, you're going to get 2 pillowcases.
Yep.
In full, queen, king, and Cal King, you'll get 4 pillowcases. And the pillowcases are reversible as well.
That's right.
Flat sheet and fitted sheet, also reversible. This color on the bed is called gray.
Gray.
Down below and closest to Amy is the taupe.
Mm-hmm.
From taupe, we go to mauve.
Which is this.
Then the blue. And then finally, that gorgeous sea glass. 500 of these are now gone. Stay on the line for these. We'll get you all squared away. Remember, your Easy Pay will expire end of day today, which is now about an hour and 15 minutes from now. Good to have you back, my friend.
You too.
Always good to see you. Now, we've got a whole lot more coming up in the last 15 minutes of our show, so we don't want you to move a muscle. We also want to let you know that we've got a great show coming up called the Zish List, and here's more information about that.
Hi, I'm Katrina Zish, former fashion magazine editor, style expert, and now the host of The Zish List, here to show you things you won't believe are on QVC. Follow me at Katrina Zish QVC for a sneak peek. Then tune in to see the list live on QVC, Fridays at 1 a.m. Eastern. That's Thursdays at 10 p.m. Pacific.
Well, coming up on the next Friday, 5 o'clock is going to be a fun show.
So I'm going to give away a lot of beauty secrets that I love at 5 o'clock. And then at 6 o'clock, we're back together again.
It's Friday with Jane and David. Then, of course, 9 o'clock, we continue our Friday night celebration. Sean joins us with Isaac Mizrahi.
And then Urban Decay. What I learned to love from my girls is going to be here. Those cosmetics at 10. And then, as always, at 11, it's...
Hashtag Dare to Share Beauty with Sean. It's all coming your way on the next Friday. And we're going to talk to you about no more power strips by the sofa, by your favorite easy chair. What if you could tuck the power source into your sofa cushion? What? That's exactly what's going to happen here. A great problem solution, a savvy solution, if you will. Diana Irvine brings great savvy solutions to QVC.
Hello,
How many years now on QVC for you?
20.
20. Home solutions since 1999.
Yes.
It's a long time, my darling. And Diana is a busy wife and mom. You are the mother of 4?
4.
4. So busy household.
Yes.
A lot of folks, when they finally get a chance to settle down and relax, it'd be nice to be able to plug in your devices right where you're relaxing, correct?
And, exactly. And to be together as a family.
Yes.
And in fact, that's how it's used in my home. The sofa socket is really an ingenious invention because I know you probably love to relax and chill when you're not here.
Oh, sure I do.
And you want to do it in your favorite chair, but let's face it, we're kind of connected to our phones and our computers and other things that we like to have with us when we're sitting in our comfortable chairs or on the couch or even in bed. So the sofa socket was actually invented by a company called Link to Home. They make very innovative products that basically it's like having a smart home without having to be connected to the internet.
Sure.
Like this is a way to do it with a 10-foot cord. This heavy-duty cord tucks in and around the cushions of your couch, your chair, your bed, and then leaves you with this handy device. It has 2 high-speed USB ports, up to 3.1 amps. So you can easily do a couple of cell phones or your earbuds or your watch, whatever you want to charge. And then on this side, it has a grounded outlet. And then this little arm here is what you use to tuck into the cushion. So for example, if you wanted to place your sofa socket in between the cushions of the sofa, you could do it like this. You could do it, you can orient that arm any way you want. That might make a little bit more sense. But it's neat to actually be seated, be able to plug in my laptop because I don't charge by USB my laptop, and I can do my computing. Or this side, I can charge my cell phone or my iPad or anything that charges USB, or maybe it's sitting on the couch or in your chair with your favorite heating pad or your massaging device, but you have to plug it in. Now you don't have to have all of these cords going on across the floor. These simply tuck in and hide inside the sofa, so all that you see is the sofa socket. And we at my house, we love to tuck it up here, and then I just tuck it in when we're not using it, and you don't even know it's there.
There are 2 color choices. There's a light gray and a dark gray.
That's right.
You got the light gray there on the sofa.
Do. Yep.
We have the dark gray here on the table. Now, these are all UL listed, easy and safe to use in and around all of your furnishings and your pillows and your cushions and your bed sheets, right?
Absolutely. So that's what I love too, and I love the size is small and compact. And I also love the fact that any cushion, it just tucks right in. Now, in your chair over here, David, may we walk over there?
Sure, of course.
So what we've done over here is made it a little bit, some other things you might use. So let's say that it's hot, or let's say you prefer just to have air moving. We've plugged in this fan. We've plugged in the cell phone, so theoretically you could be reclined in your favorite chair, have the nice air blowing on you that you want, but now you don't have to worry about having this so close to a wall outlet that you can't have your chair positioned where you need it, or you have to run an extension cord. Now this 10-foot cord will go to your outlet. One power source does 3 different devices, and now you can plug in with a grounded outlet and 2 high-speed USB ports.
And all this happening for you when you are relaxing but still needing your power source. And I love that when you buy one of your mobile devices, whether it be a tablet or a phone, the power cord is usually, 3 feet long.
Yes, exactly.
If you're lucky on a good day.
And then how does that work?
Well, you end up holding it way over against the plug.
I've
trying
done
to watch
that
it.
too. You're kind of hanging awkwardly off a chair,
or the edge of the bed,
or the edge of
what
the bed
have you,
to
right?
charge, and then your neck hurts, your back hurts, everything else is irritated. So this is that power source tucked into your favorite comfortable chair, your couch, your bed. 10-foot cord. That's a heavy-duty, thick cord, so you feel grounded with your laptop plugged into it, or any type of regular normal plug that you would put into a regular 2 or 3 pronged outlet. It's grounded, so there are 3 prongs available to this charger, and then of course 2 high-speed USB ports. So now I can charge my iPad, I could charge my phone. Multiple kids in the house. I'm picturing my Annabelle, my 9-year-old, loves to lay on the couch watching her iPad. She loves to watch food shows on kids' YouTube.
Love that.
She's like laying across the couch with her iPad charged in the sofa socket.
I love it. This is such an important thing. And if you're in bed at night and you're wanting to keep your mobile device charged, or you're more usually in the sofa, this is going to do the job for you. And plug it right in. It's a 3-prong outlet on one end. The other side will be 2 USB ports.
Right. High-speed USB as well.
So fast charging.
Fast charging up to 3.1 amps, which is a lot of power. And I love, you see a lot of USB chargers. But what I actually love about this is that it's USB, and then don't forget a regular outlet. This might be where you plug the vacuum in when you're vacuuming because there's not a convenient plug. So you can reach right into the couch. Maybe you're vacuuming around the couch, in the couch, or somewhere in a room that isn't easy to do that. Now you do that. So you're getting either a choice of a light gray or dark gray, 10-foot long heavy-duty cord, 2 high-speed USBs, 1 grounded outlet, and now you can actually have it tucked so conveniently into the cushions of the couch. Using the arm, tuck it down in. This hides so you don't see it, and now you have power in your favorite comfy chair, couch,
in the middle of the sofa.
In the middle of the sofa.
Which is so amazing. Don't miss out on this. We're busy on our phone lines. This is 3 easy payments of $7.83. Diana Irvine.
My pleasure. Nice
Black,
to be with you.
or I believe we're calling these light gray or dark gray.
You got it.
Light gray or dark gray.
Yes.
Great to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too.
Always a pleasure to have you on Down Home.
Thank you for having me.
Let's remind you of our Magna Eye hands-free LED magnifier lamp with the adjustable arm. Very popular in our show, and 1,800 already gone. That's half the quantity we brought in for the evening. Still have both color choices, the black and the white. If you want that black, fewer than how many? 900 to go around, and 1,000 in the white. You'll be able to see things up close and personal, but also illuminate the subject, and that always works out so nicely. Now, we're going to have time to remind you of one item we saw earlier in the first hour. It was our Down Home deal. More than 8,400 of you just in this show have dialed in for the Dynatrap Fly Light Indoor Insect Trap with Attractiglow UV technology. I use these in my own home, and they are amazing. Fruit flies, house flies, and mosquitoes are what these are tested for. And when you plug these in, whether you plug them in near a garbage can, near your pet's bowls, wherever you got it going on, they're attracted to the light. Then there's a sticky glue board inside. What happens is the insects land on the glue board, they're trapped, they expire, and that's the end of the problem. Let's welcome in Allie Carr, who's here with me for our last item. Not the guest with our item, but she's been social hosting all night. How's the chat, darling?
Yeah, chat's awesome. Well, this is good because actually in the chat we're loving this. And there's a couple questions which we'll talk about as we get through it. But you've got 2 different color choices to choose from.
We do. The black, which is more limited. 2,800 to go there, 2,800 to go around in the black, and also the white. This comes along with 3 of these glue boards.
Exactly.
Now, we have more of them available as refill packs on QVC.com.
And that was one of our biggest questions, too, in the chat. So you can always buy the refills. There's like a 6-pack available as well. But look how easy that is. That's going to be their new home instead of flying around your house.
And if you're wondering how sticky this is, hang on.
Oh. I think you should leave that there.
Well, I don't think I'd have much problem with that. Peel my finger off there now. But this is what's amazing. When they're attracted to the light, they fly to the light and they land on the glue board. Once they land on the glue board, game over.
Yeah. Now this one has the paper on it, but here you can see in the animation. So in the kitchen, because they are attracted, this is going to work with a 600 square feet space. So it's perfect for your room, like your kitchen, right? Or where your pet bowl is, or maybe that breezeway between the garage door and your entryway.
The mud
where you
room.
find, yeah, exactly, where the critters always come in. Useful also as a great night light, and it has a really modern look to it. Like it doesn't look like it's a bug trap, right?
Exactly, because it's not going to zap the bugs, it traps the bugs.
Yeah, good point. So you don't hear that.
Big difference. No.
None of
Well, you know what happens when you hear that noise?
What?
It explodes the bug.
Oh, that's kind of gross.
And it splatters the bug guts everywhere.
Oh, no.
Well, okay. Just want to point that out.
Okay, wait a second, though, because on our Facebook chat at David Venable QVC,
Yes.
there was a lot of questions about stink bugs, and I had to say, I don't know what a stink bug is.
Stink bugs. Now, they're not tested to
Not
to
tested,
trap,
but-
stink bugs. But I will tell you, they call it a stink bug for a reason. It's like a flying skunk.
Yeah. The flying skunk.
Don't smash a
I
stink
don't even
bug.
know if I would know what one looks like.
Well, they're kind of grayish. They kind of look like stone, like a charcoal gray color.
Okay.
And they're usually kind of oval in shape.
Oh, no. I smash those.
And they stink.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Everyone's like, yeah, you're not supposed to do that.
So you take this glue board and pop it right down inside. Once you peel off the paper, just drop it right down inside.
It's easy.
Plug this into a regular electrical outlet. Let's take a look at our videotape because I
Yeah.
think this will better show you what's happening. And you're going to take this, you're going to plug it right into a wall socket. When I first saw these on the air, I thought, you know what, I'll buy one.
Sure.
I'll get it home, I'll plug it in. If it doesn't work, I'll return it, no big whoop.
Now David has one in every outlet.
Oh my gosh, I did buy a lot of them. I did. I probably have more than I need. But it's one of those situations where you don't have to wonder if it's working. Just pull the glue board out and look.
Yeah, I mean, even in our chats, people were saying, I plugged this in within a couple hours. I started seeing
Totally.
fruit flies, house flies.
And when you see a great big old horsefly caught up on that glue board, because you know what? I don't know if you ever had a horsefly get after you.
The big juicy ones.
The big ones. No fun. I'm also going to tell you something you don't talk about at cocktail parties, but it's true.
Let's chat.
I saw a video online under a microscope of what happens when a fly lands on your food. You know what the fly does?
Yeah.
Poops.
Okay.
The fly lands on your hamburger and poops,
Yeah.
and then you shoo it away and you eat it. Now, nobody realizes that because it's very, very small, but it happens. So let's catch all the flies before they can land on our food, before they can land on our surfaces. Because if they're pooping in our food, they're also pooping on the countertop and in
Yeah.
the sink and in your hair and anywhere else they land, right?
Well, and have this now in your home so you are ready. Once spring hits and you're maybe opening the doors a bit more to let in some
story.
of that fresh air, you have this, or even as you're picking up more fruit from the, keeping it house. But take a look exactly how this works before we go. So you plug this in, great in a kitchen.
Up to 600 square feet.
Exactly. It's a pretty good sized room.
And
then it
at
can
night,
trap
when the lights
flies.
are out, it looks like a nightlight.
Ooh.
And it's a cool blue light. It's really nice.
It also looks like a great resort to those buggies.
Well, it does until they get stuck. And then it's game over.
Is that like what Hotel California was about, that you could check in but you can't check
Okay,
out?
well, that's sort of like a roach motel, too. All right, so we're going to invite everyone to stay on the line. We have now taken orders for 9,000 in this show. Remember, at this clearance price, when these are gone, they're gone for good. Doesn't mean this brand is going away. It just means this model is going away. So get yours while we can. We're going to make our way over here to wrap the show, my darling. Always a pleasure to have you with us. You want to hop on that
Yeah,
side?
sure. Hop.
Just like the bunnies in the show.
You asked me to hop. Yeah, there
Well,
were
you know what?
bunnies.
She's a literal gal. Yes, she is. My darling, when are you back?
Hey, I am back tomorrow night, 1 a.m. We've got
1
2
a.m..
hours of It Cosmetics.
And I'll be here tomorrow evening with Jane Tracy, 6 p.m. for Fry-Yay with Jane and David. So we look forward to seeing you then. In the meantime, Susan Graver is up next to round out our busy day. We hope you've enjoyed Down Home with David, and we'll see you again next time. Have a great evening, everybody. Bye-bye.